WXRK New York.
Something. I'm always sad to see people die in a plane, but I don't think it's right that you kill our hostages.
Well, let me tell you that when we are talking about the lives of the death of 290 people, it is rather inappropriate to talk about the lives of 9, but I haven't received any...
A human life is a human life, and you know that it was an honest mistake on behalf of the U.S. government.
Well, we don't know that it was an honest mistake.
But Fartman is on the side of the United States.
Okay, well...
And I'm going to say this. Now get ready. And that is all I have to say about this issue.
If that makes you feel better.
Because it was a mistake.
If that makes
and it's not right to kill Americans and hold them hostage either, so you are not without blame also. You started it.
We're not holding anybody hostage.
You guys are too.
We're not.
You started it.
Yeah.
Did too.
If we want to go back into history, we can go back into history of years of subordination and domination of Iranian people.
All right. So who knows history better than Fartman?
Of course you do. You know everything better than everybody else.
Because I am Fartman. And let me say something again. Because Fartman rules. I'm Fartman.
If it makes you feel better.
And I will be over in Iran if there's a problem with my gas.
Good.
God bless America.
Okay.
And the home of the free.
Very good.
One of my favorite songs, of course, is That's the Way God Planned It.
Billy at the keyboard.
Wow, that sounds good. Want some echo?
Check out that thing. Hello? Hello?
Listen.
Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
I'm producing.
Why can't we be humble? Like the good Lord said. He promised to exalt us, but low is the way. How men be so greedy when there's so much left. All things are God given, and they all have been blessed. That's the way God planned it. That's the way God wants it to be. That's the way. That's the way God wants it to be. Let not your heart be troubled. Let mourning sobbing cease. Learn how to help one another and live in perfect peace. If we all could be humble, like the good Lord said. He said he would exalt us all, but low is the way. That's the way God planned it. That's the way God wants it to be. Help me out, Howard. Robin?
Oh, man.
James?
I don't want to ruin it.
That's the way God planned it. That's the way God wants it to be. Come on, Robin. I know you can sing, girl. Come on, sing it with me, Robin. That's the way God planned it. That's the way God wants it to be. Yes, it is. All right.
I'm afraid to ruin it, Billy. You keep going.
That's the way.
That's the way
God planned it. That's the way God wants it to be. All right. Yeah.
right, baby. Good morning. It's Monday. Yeah, everybody loves Monday, right? Big weekend of watching JFK Jr.'s plane on the TV. You know, the New York Post today is like 20 pages in a row of just JFK Jr. stuff. And then after 20 pages, the only other news is a big picture of me.
Right.
That says that some, you know, like Captain Jenks made a phony phone call.
Like you're responsible.
But I'm responsible. I'm the only other news. Well, I'll give you my comments on JFK Jr. when we get back. I have to take a break first. You know that, Robin.
Break comes before everything.
Right.
Break comes no matter what.
Yeah. Dennis Rodman will be here today.
Oh, I'm sure he'll have some thoughts on JFK Jr.
I'm not sure he even knows anything happened to JFK Jr.
That's right. He was partying all weekend,
right.
Probably. We'll be the first to tell him.
Who's that? So I'll give you my thoughts on all of this, because I spent the entire weekend next to the television, as I normally do.
Did you watch constantly?
Constantly. I was completely involved in the search.
Except that you didn't go out of your house.
No, but I was monitoring. You know that. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Howard Stern Show. I'm beginning to think you're losing your grip on reality. My goodness! You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Rock Radio. K-Rock. 92.3. K-Rock. Howard Stern.
Hi, I'm Damon Wayans, comedian. You know me, I got more brothers blooming in my footsteps than Alec Baldwin. I hope you're enjoying this, because while I'm doing it, I'm staring at Scott the Engineer, one of the funniest looking white men I've ever saw. He makes Scott Perot look like Robert Redford. Damn, man, fix yourself up. And now, from the top of the Howard Stern building, it's the guy who keeps Scott around to make him feel better about himself, Howard Stern.
I missed that. What was it?
I wasn't quite sure where he was going. Is he talking about Ross Perot?
I think he meant Ross.
Who was that?
He came out
Damon
saying
Wayans.
Scott Perot.
What?
That's Damon Wayans.
Yeah, but I didn't hear what he said.
He said he was talking about Scott the Engineer. And he said he makes Scott Perot look like something or other, but it's Ross Perot, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
It's very confusing.
Well, if it's confusing, why are we airing it?
I don't know.
You know?
Because he's famous. Maybe.
You have to question our motives.
What?
So, of course, like everyone else, Saturday morning, I heard the news that John F. Kennedy Jr.'s plane went down. And immediately, I did feel very sad about it. I knew his wife quite well, actually, which might be a shock to you.
Well, it's not a shock to me. You told me, but...
Oh. Well, it might be a shock to everyone else.
Everyone else might be shocked.
I had several very, very long conversations with her, and she was a very nice woman.
That's what they say in the paper today.
Oh,
she
wow.
was very personal. She made everybody feel special.
Yeah.
Did you feel special?
She actually did, and I figured, well, she's just making me feel special because I'm Howard Stern, but...
Seems she did that for everyone.
She actually did. Was a very friendly, nice person who... you could certainly see why the sexiest man alive, and he could have had any girl, would fall in love with her. She was very, very attractive. And I don't mean just physically. I mean, she just was very...
She was attractive in personality as well, huh?
Yeah, she was. No kidding around. She was tall, which is something I'm attracted to immediately.
6 feet? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and very thin, gorgeous body.
Well, what a loss.
Sometimes I would see her in... Well, I'm just telling you my thoughts. And my thoughts tend to go to that.
To that, right.
Well, why do you think everyone is so enamored with John Kennedy Jr.? He was one of the best-looking guys in the world.
Well, you know, I thought about that, and I said, yeah, he was a good-looking guy, but he also had charisma.
Yes, he did.
He did have charisma. He was a charismatic person.
Well, the first time I ever heard from John Kennedy Jr. was when he started this George magazine. A couple of issues in, he wanted me to appear on the cover, so he sent me a letter. And I thought that was a really interesting notion. I had done a bunch of publicity for private parts, and I was convinced that I would never do another magazine cover for at least the next 3 to 5 years. I had done enough. And I'd been turned off to the whole process, quite frankly. Even I got sick of looking at myself. And believe me, that's rough. That's hard to do. But I was convinced I would never do another one. And when I got this handwritten note from John Kennedy Jr., I became intrigued because I had written my second book and wrote a whole sort of thing about, how kind of dopey he was. And was critical.
Ever having met him.
Yeah, right. I mean, just based on what I had read of him. And I was very critical of him. And I thought it was... I just thought it was incredible that he would write me a letter and, sort of say, hey, I want to do something with you even though you were kind of harsh with me.
Oh, so he was even aware of it. It wasn't like he wasn't aware.
And his secretary had him read the chapter before he even wrote me the note.
Geez, he was nice.
And he thought it was funny, which showed me he had a sense of humor, which he did. He seemed like a very, very nice guy. And I said to him that I would do the cover of his magazine because I thought that people would never believe that John Kennedy Jr. would have me do his cover. Because I had always goofed on Ted Kennedy and Chappaquiddick and,
the whole Kennedy clan.
The whole Kennedy clan.
The Kennedy family feud.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
So I thought it was great that this guy had a sense of humor.
Plus you did that skit of Ted with the booze under the lectern and everything.
Yeah, who wouldn't? I mean, he's easy to lampoon.
Yeah.
In fact, from what I understood, I think John Kennedy Jr. himself thought Ted was a bit of a joke. Uncle Ted. So he kind of appreciated my sense of humor and got where I was coming from and knew that it was nothing personal. It was just that I was talking about what I had read about him. And my theory had always been that his mother, Jackie Onassis, had kind of kept him tucked away. Because she figured, listen, this kid ain't, he gonna have all his marbles. And
we need all the mystery we can get.
Keep him mysterious. And I said as soon as the mother died, that's when he came out with magazines and he's doing interviews. It was his chance to find himself. But anyway, when I met him and I was doing the shoot for George magazine, this was the first time I met him now, and I looked forward to meeting him. He was very quiet and mysterious. Still. And I thought, this is a quiet, mysterious guy. I wonder what's going on. But then I met him several times afterward.
Yeah.
And he was always quiet and mysterious.
Never verbose.
Never verbose. And it was hard for me to get a handle on whether he really was, was he a deep kind of guy or was he just very sort of superficial?
Well, he followed that axiom, be quiet and nobody will know whether you're dumb or not. Speak and the world will know. My problem is I'm never quiet, so I'm never mysterious. I would like to be mysterious, but I don't seem to have that ability. I have what they call diarrhea of the mouth. And I would run into John Kennedy every once in a while, and he actually just seemed like a real nice guy. He always said hello, but really what impressed me was his wife, this Bissett, Carolyn Bissett. And I remember all the times I spent talking to her, I was always afraid to say her name because I was afraid I'd say Caroline. Yes. It's Carolyn, Caroline. How did he keep it straight? But she was really a very, very beautiful woman, and I said, oh, my God. You know who I felt bad for getting the whole Kennedy sort of nightmare was the mother of these two girls who now were dead. Lost two daughters, and you feel sorry for her sister. She was a twin, the second sister, Lauren. And, immediately my thoughts went to the fact that she had said on many occasions that her husband was a crummy flyer, didn't know what he was doing. Why would she get in the plane with him? Well, according to the New York Post today, they're saying that John Kennedy Jr. himself said it's very hazy conditions and I shouldn't be flying tonight. And the wife was insistent that they drop off the sister. Into Martha's Vineyard. Yeah. Yes. So who knows? I was like, how did they know that? Maybe she became comfortable with his flying at some point. Well, now, I did read that it said that she initially was not enthused about him taking it up. Right. But once he began to, it was legal for him to solo and for him to have a passenger. She was the first to jump on the plane. Well, these guys who fly, these private planes, these small planes, what happens is, he wanted to fly because he hated taking commercial airlines. Because he's a Kennedy and the most well-known Kennedy, he'd get on a plane and people start hocking him in Chinik. Yeah, so, I don't blame him. Yeah, so he'd get upset. So this was freedom to him. But like so many guys who have a lot of wealth and a lot of free time, what would happen is that they buy a plane that they're really not even capable of flying yet. Well, the problem with him, though, is that he was only qualified to fly if he could see where he was flying. And that night you weren't going to see anything.
In fact, experienced pilots say what happens is that when you can't see where you're going, you have to rely on instrumentation. He's not even licensed for instrumentation.
He had only had like a couple of hours of training in that, which is very minimal.
Yeah. And the reason you need instrumentation is as soon as it's dark outside, and this is from people who fly, as soon as it's dark outside, what can happen is you could literally be in a spin and not know it because you have... don't forget, you have a sense of the gravitational pull of this planet when you're walking around. Your ears, you have all your senses tell you you're upside down. In a plane, you have none of those senses when it's dark. You have no visual sense, and you could literally be in a spin and not even know it.
You could be upside down and not know it.
That's right.
And then you think you're landing with your, feet down. And you're really upside down.
You're in a spin. You don't even know.
You then try to correct it, and you go into a spin, is what happens.
Right. So it was pretty heavy. And I know I was just really sad the whole weekend. Because, I guess because I knew the two of them or something. I don't know what it was.
I'll tell you exactly why you were sad.
Why was I sad?
Because you kept watching the news.
That made me sad. I missed the whole weekend.
Because they were going on and on and on with their tributes and watching the family and talking about the suitcase they found.
Yeah, that really got me.
Oh, my goodness.
And how many times can news people repeat the same goddamn things they have when they have no information? And yet I stay tuned because...
They kept saying it was the same information for 2 days.
Right.
And so they had to start these tributes. So they kept showing you John saluting as a little boy.
It gave me something to do all Saturday. I had nothing to do.
Oh, dear.
So I was glued.
There's a number of things you could have done that would have been better than that.
I mean, it got so incredible that, they were on 24 hours a day.
But
with nothing to say. And at some point, what I loved was the kinds of information that started coming out because they've been on so long. Like, all of a sudden it'd be like, after 25... You learned that Spike Lee visited John Kennedy Jr.'s apartment to where they were holding that little tribute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that was like new information.
Yeah, oh boy, we've got something else to say.
Then they tracked down Harvey Keitel, who didn't even know John Kennedy Jr., but lives in the neighborhood. I guess they saw him walk by.
Now, you really were watching.
Yeah. And then the part I liked the most about the coverage was how they had to keep changing tenses when they spoke. Because they'd say, well... when John Kennedy was, and let me correct that by saying John Kennedy is. We shouldn't say was. Dan Rather spends most of his time talking about how responsible he's going to be while he broadcasts. And about how he's not going to say was, he's going to say is. Because if he says was, that means John Kennedy is dead. But this is only a search and rescue mission at this point. That means he is alive. They're treating it like he's alive. And if I say was, it means because I was confused. I mean, he was correcting himself every minute. And, nobody knew whether to say, was or is.
Well, the thing that really, the reason I switched it off, because I got totally sick when I saw the number of reporters that had rushed to the Kennedy compound up in Cape Cod or wherever it is, just to look at them
and then I'm thinking,
and see how they grieve.
You know what else is weird? Like, this is what a loser Ted Kennedy is. It was the 30th anniversary of Chappaquiddick, which would have gone and passed without anybody realizing it. But all of a sudden, this happened. They go, uh-oh, the 30th anniversary of Chappaquiddick. This happened right near the waters of Chappaquiddick. One guy said it's a curse. It's a payback from...
Oh, yeah. Everybody started with their theories about why the family is being treated so badly.
Right. What is that? What?
I'm over here.
Yeah.
They kept rerunning that clip when Ted... You remember when Ted went off in the water in Chappaquiddick?
Yeah.
And then had to give that press conference?
Yeah.
Well, in the middle of that, of 100 things that he said, I don't know if there's a curse that hangs over this family. So they kept rerunning that over and over again.
Yeah.
Because he's the only Kennedy who ever admitted there's a curse.
Yeah.
Or ever talked about it.
You would feel cursed if you were him.
But it's funny because, like NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, they're all going to be up there. And all these different people, MSNBC, they're all up there. But then when you see, Channel 9 and Channel 11, you think that there's got to be 1,000 people standing on that island.
Let me ask you something. Don't you think that John Kennedy Jr., in a way, like a lot of the Kennedys, like the last Kennedy that died skied into a tree while trying to catch footballs.
Yeah.
And I know that Kennedy had just hurt his leg, paragliding into...
We had just talked about it, yeah.
But he was on rollerblades. He had to complicate paragliding.
Right.
In other words, is there sort of a... I don't want to call it a death wish, but really it's a recklessness.
Yes.
Well, you know, there was a woman who works for George Magazine who just recently wrote a profile of him, and she wanted to say that she thought he had a death wish. But she said, well, he's alive and well. That looks kind of silly in the article. So
right.
She took it out. But she said the psychology was that he sort of, because his father was assassinated, he had to be on the edge, you know, like he had to really feel alive.
Yeah.
You know, so all that reckless stuff is like that feeling, that rush you get of, oh, I'm really living now.
Yeah, I mean, the daughter, Caroline, doesn't seem to have any of that. You don't see her...
Well, she was whitewater rafting, wasn't she?
That's true,
this was going on.
Yeah, in the rapids.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, like, does this family ever sit still?
I was at a barbecue last night, and this guy was trashing everybody, the family and JFK.
What was he saying?
He was saying that, you know, the papers are saying, you know, they're on the air all weekend saying, you know, this is America's royal family. And he goes, you know what, that's the media. It's not my royal family. I'm American. He goes, the father stole everything. They all cheat on their wives. And he goes, and you know what? They're not victims of tragedy. They create their own tragedy. I was like, ooh, calm down, man.
Yeah, that's a little harsh.
Man, angry man.
That's a problem.
Well, actually, they are sort of America's royalty. I can't think of another family.
Who else do you know?
That they would spend the whole weekend tracking if you went down in a plane.
Right. Who else do you know as well as the Kennedys? I mean, there's the Roosevelt, the Vanderbilts, the DuPonts, but you don't know any of them.
And that Hyannisport is like the castle.
Yeah.
Right.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Lana, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? I think you guys are really great, first of all.
Well, you're right.
Well, you are. I just want to...
By the way, you won't see me going down in a plane because I don't go anywhere. You won't see me on rollerblades.
You will die stubbing your toe.
Yeah, I will die in a really dumb way.
Well, I don't... you'll be cool. You'll go down in a blaze of glory exactly the same way.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, my husband and I were watching the news yesterday, and we were just walking out the door, and I said, you know, I really hope that Captain Jenks doesn't do anything stupid. Just as we said that, he did.
Yeah, I missed it. Everyone was...
You know what I thought about? I said, somebody's going to call, but I didn't see it.
I knew Captain Jenks would call. And the thing is that the newspaper today is just filled with John Kennedy Jr. stories and Carolyn Bessette stories, and then there's just a big story on me about what a jerk my listeners are.
You know, I got an email about this, and I thought to myself, well, I knew somebody was going to call some show, but then when I saw it was Dan Rather and Peter Jennings, I was like, wow, that's pretty heavy.
Captain Jenks was really out there.
And then I got an email also, what's that woman's name on MSNBC, Soledad something or other?
Soledad O'Brien.
Yeah, somebody called up and called her a whore in your name.
That was Captain Jenks.
He called her a whore?
Yeah.
Yes. He said, Howard Stern thinks you're a whore.
Oh, great.
Dear, and put your name in it.
Yeah.
He's lost it.
Yeah.
You know who should be really pissed? David Cohn of the New York Yankees. He pitched the perfect game.
Nobody knows.
Nobody even noticed.
No glory.
But, you know, it really wasn't that big a deal because he did it against Montreal. No offense, I could pitch a perfect game against Montreal. Biggest bunch of losers.
Only the 16th in baseball history, isn't it?
Yeah.
And only the 3rd for the Yankees.
Yeah, but it's Montreal, so it doesn't count.
Oh, well. Got to do it against somebody.
It's not like a real baseball team.
Yeah, right.
I wanted them to beat Atlanta.
Don, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, Howard. Have you mentioned any apology to Peter Jennings at all about the comment that was made to him?
What was the comment?
What was the comment?
Well,
Captain Jenks is on the phone. You want to hear the calls?
Yes, I would like to.
Let me see what these are. Captain Jenks.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
So evidently you made a bunch of phony phone calls.
I was pretty bored on Saturday. I mean, I was watching the coverage, and it was just, like, redundant over and over and over, and I was like, I got to do something.
Here's my first question. I mean, is there any screening process at all?
Gary, the most unbelievably easy I have ever gotten through any talk shows before.
They never learn.
I guess they figure who would be tasteless.
They're so desperate for...
He does it every tragedy.
Yeah, but who would be so tasteless as to do it during this?
I hit them one by one within 15 minutes of each other.
So who did you get?
I got Dan Rather first on CBS. Then I got Peter Jennings on ABC.
Who should know better, Howard? Who really should know better?
He really should.
Then MSNBC with, I can't remember the girl's name, and I didn't get that one on tape.
For Jenks, this is like a perfect game for him. Like David Cohn.
This is a triple.
It's a triple threat.
Here's the funny premise here. I used the same exact person saying that I was the same exact person, same exact premise every call.
Well, let me hear this.
Which one do you want to hear first?
Yeah, I don't care. It's up to you.
What if you got rigged up?
All right, this is Dan Rather.
But now we now have Lieutenant Ed Gaynor of the United States Coast Guard that they found some debris. Lieutenant, what can you tell us about this debris?
Some debris has been spotted, and it is consistent with debris from a Saratoga. Whether it's John F. Kennedy Saratoga, we don't know. We also found Baba Booey's teeth were laying all in the bay, too, and Howard Stern and Baba Booey were all there.
Excuse me, when you said you have determined this debris is from a Piper Saratoga. Well, I'm not sure that we heard correctly there, Lieutenant Gaynor, the Coast Guard telling us, and this is breaking information. I remind you again, this is live television. We take in raw information. We do the best we can to be rock solid in stating fact. But now, earlier there was a report of debris spotted. Then there was a report from the FAA, Bob, who said, well, the FAA, in effect, steered us away from making any conclusions that the debris...
And now Baba Booey's teeth have been found.
Yes.
What's that?
Howard Stern is there, too.
Yeah, Howard Stern and Baba Booey's teeth.
So,
life is so stupid. John is gone, and Jenks will live to be 110.
Howard, I know we say this every time. Don't those guys listen to what someone says to them?
Well, I don't...
The whole thing, yeah.
I don't think... it doesn't look like Dan Rather's really actually done any real reporting in a long time. He looks kind of asleep.
Doesn't Baba Booey's teeth catch you off guard, and you think that maybe you might want to figure out what that is?
Well, he's not listening.
He's not. He's listening in his ear probably to something else.
And in his earpiece, they go, you idiot, get rid of that call.
I think he has on, I think he had the Woodstock.
Yeah, he was getting a feed.
He was getting a feed. He was getting a feed on the David Cohn Perfect Game.
Yeah, Rather goes on about it, and then he had somebody else, I think the guy's name was something Orr.
You know what's weird to me? Like when a plane, lands in a specific area like that, that must be such an impact. But there's absolutely... I mean, they can't even find this plane.
Exactly. Yeah, because everybody said, well, why can't they find this plane? I said, it's all broken apart.
Yeah. And what do you think about them? Will they ever recover the bodies, or do you think, it's impossible?
A possibility.
They said that it's like, they have to confine it to an area, and they just really have to go into the water, and it's really hard.
Yeah, they're bringing out these ships that actually pull up stuff from the bottom of the ocean.
Which is interesting, too, because when the crash first happened, they did a press conference Saturday morning, and the guy from, who does the search, somebody said, are you guys doing a special search because it's JFK Jr.? And he said, let me tell you something. This is the same search that John Q. Public would get.
I know.
And on Sunday, I said Navy vessels coming up from Maryland.
Yeah. The Air Force was involved, and the Navy was involved. Sure, I'd get that.
Right.
If I died, I would not get no search like that.
Oh, I know you wouldn't.
None at all.
No, we're pretty sure you wouldn't get any search. What is it, Susan?
They'd probably get all my belongings and throw them out.
Yes, Susan.
Yeah, how you doing, Howard?
Hey, man.
As a huge fan of your show, am I the only one that's sick of Captain Jenks?
Oh, shut up, bitch.
Oh, hey, come on.
I'm sick of hearing people yelling and complaining about my calls. If you don't like it, turn off your damn TV.
You know what? Well, guess what? You're calling these reporters redundant. Who besides you is so redundant? It's not funny. Every single thing you have to call, and you have to...
Not every single thing.
You make a fool of Howard Stern.
Shut up.
You make a fool of yourself.
Shut up. Go back to bed. What'd you get up early for? Go back to bed.
Please.
All right? Call and complain about this. There's nothing wrong with these calls. They're funny.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, well, you're going to sit there and watch all that damn news coverage they did on that thing the other day? It was boring. And that's the only reason I called in, because it was
boring. How do you know I watched
And you're a big bore. Go back to bed.
I didn't even hear you.
Shut up. Go back to bed. Shut up and go back to bed. Go back to bed. Go back to bed. Okay?
You are so...
Shut up and go back to bed,
intelligent.
bitch.
You're so intelligent.
Go back to bed.
Go back to bed.
Go back to bed.
Why don't you go to school or do something you like besides go on the phone?
Jenks hasn't gotten laid in the last 15 years.
I believe it.
Ma'am, you should feel bad for the guy.
I do.
I got laid. Don't you remember Meardy?
Life goes on.
Oh, yeah. And then one time he got laid. What, did you yell at her?
Who, Meardy?
Yeah. He was like yelling at her.
Still remembers her name.
All right, so then who did you call?
Oh, well, this call isn't done yet. He still goes on about this.
Oh, okay.
The Coast Guard lieutenant says they have found debris. That debris, I believe that he said, we've lost him for the moment now, was consistent with a Piper Saratoga, but that they couldn't determine whether it was John F. Kennedy Jr.'s Piper Saratoga aircraft. But this puts the late information in a whole new context, a whole new perspective. I want to emphasize to you that this is raw information. Sometimes people call in and say things that aren't true. Sometimes, cranks, that sort of thing happens. So let's be very, very careful here with this information. One thought comes to mind, was this actually the Coast Guard lieutenant that we thought we were talking to?
He must have said something in his earphone.
Finally.
Very, very pronto. Let's go to Bob Orr in Washington.
Very proud.
Dan, I've never understood why when you're in a crisis-type story and when people are hungry for good, reliable information, I've never understood why pranksters think it's funny to come on and just pass out erroneous information. I can tell you categorically, Dan, that last report was completely unfounded. I doubt that it was anybody from the Coast Guard. We have been told on the record by the Coast Guard and by a senior source in the Department of Transportation minutes ago, in fact, that no debris has been found consistent with the Kennedy plane. It's unfortunate that in a story where the details are changing and it's a breaking story, anyone feels it amusing to further murky the water. So I think
they're really yelling at you.
Of course, here to say that at the moment, although we all are hoping for good news, we've heard nothing in the way of debris and nothing in the way of the aircraft or any of the people being spotted, Dan.
Good point, Bob Ord. I want to nail this point down.
I just think it's
We do not know whether any debris of any significance has been cited.
He still doesn't get it.
Nailing it down.
That on the phone, and we can be faulted for this, and we'll fault ourselves for it if this fault to be assessed. One person we believe to be a Coast Guard lieutenant said that debris had been found and it was consistent with the Saratoga Piper. We now have fairly strong reason to believe that that was, however it happened, in fault hours, if it did happen this way, that some person who, for whatever demented reason, would think that was get through with a crank call like that. But nonetheless, with live television and handling, in effect, hot-leaded information, sometimes it happens.
He just explains stuff over and
I
over
think he's
again.
trying to nail it down for himself. He's still not sure what happened.
We all got it.
You know what's funny, though, Howard? I reported that they found debris a half hour before they actually did.
I know. In fact, you had incredible information.
Yeah, I had the same information that actually became true about 15 minutes later.
Paul, you're on the air.
This moron's got to get a life, Howard. Please, let him get a new line. That's horrible.
Yeah. You jealous you didn't make the calls?
Well, Joe didn't make the call. Get a life.
Was that your wife before?
What's the matter? You had no gas to pump that weekend, you moron? Your mother couldn't pay your $1,000 phone bill?
Go back to bed. Go back to bed.
Why didn't you get a life? Why didn't you go do something with Elephant Boy? The two of you are probably homos anyway.
Yeah, you know what? I was banging your mom when I did these calls.
There's no problem.
I was banging your mom when I did these calls.
Yes, Marty, you're on the air.
Good day, Howard.
Hey.
Yeah, I think JFK Jr. might have just faked his death.
Oh, do you?
He was in Canada this week, or like on Monday. He was talking to a guy saying how he liked the country and stuff, how he was going to go away sometime. And then everything that they found is stuff the size that you could like throw at the door of a plane.
This is stuff like this is like stuff they have on the internet now. People are like,
all the theories.
Well, you never know. They haven't found a body yet. They haven't found anything significant. Everything's door size.
Well, look,
last they were seen that flying at 40, 60 feet underneath radar.
All right,
and the plane has a range of 800 miles.
So silly.
Oh, please. You know, the Elvis, they actually had a body, and people are still seeing sightings of him.
I know.
But, you know, this is going to be the latest thing, though, that he didn't really kill himself.
So who else did you call?
I called Peter Jennings. All right.
As we speak, he could be with a plastic surgeon right now. And
yeah.
That's right. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that which has been recovered going to Gay Head Beach. From the Coast Guard now, Lieutenant Gaynor. Lieutenant, can I ask where you are?
Hello.
Can I ask where you are, first of all?
I am in the Hyannisport area.
Can you add anything to our knowledge of your search at the moment?
Talking to Captain
We've just listened to one of your Coast Guard spokesmen.
What's that?
I said he's talking to Captain Jenks.
Yeah, exactly. Serious. Very serious.
Jeez. Port area.
Can you add anything to our knowledge of your search at the moment? We've just listened to one of your Coast Guard spokesmen say you've identified more debris from an aircraft that would have belonged to Mr. Kennedy.
That's true. I'd like to know, do you know that Howard Stern thinks you're a dick?
Oh, I see. Just cut this gentleman off, will you? There's always one like this.
What a dick. No. What are you doing?
That happens on every crisis in America. Someone representing the disc jockey Howard Stern manages to get through. It happens.
Representing?
And it passes. So, just to...
No wonder there's a big picture of me in the paper.
Really?
We apologize to the Coast Guard that we've misrepresented someone as being a member of the Coast Guard, but that kind of call doesn't surprise us anymore. John Nance.
That was it.
I mean, just because I might think he's a dick, you don't have to say that.
You could say it for yourself. You don't
Right.
need Captain Jenks to
I already had one call in the bag.
yourself.
Yes, Tony, go ahead.
Howard, how can you encourage this piece of garbage?
I'm not encouraging anything.
I'm doing it on my own.
He's doing it.
He was doing it before
Wait, hold on.
we came
Captain
home.
Jenks, you ever come to New York, I'm going to spit right in your eye.
Yeah.
Piece of garbage.
Yeah.
You were lowlife. Howard,
and
this
for
is why
every
you get bad press, because
And
you
for every
encourage
jackass
it.
like you, there's 10
I'm not
people
encouraging
like
anybody.
You are encouraging.
I want to know what was done.
You think this is funny?
I didn't say it was funny. I just want to hear it.
Why everybody comes down on you?
And for every jackass like you, there's 10 people that say it was funny.
Yes, Jeff, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah.
Listen, Jenks, I love your phone calls. I look for those phone calls. I tape them. I crack up every
Let me
single
guess,
time.
this one was over the line, right?
No, this one was not over the line. This is one of your plateaus. This was one of your greatest feats. You're absolutely right. They keep running the same information over and over again. And thank God Jenks comes in and puts a little levity into the situation.
Right, exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. There is a fan of Captain Jenks. Yes, Dan.
Yes.
Yes.
Never know which way these are going to go.
No.
You're ready, though.
Yes, Dan, go ahead.
Hey, I just want to know who really cares what goes on with JFK Jr. I mean, just like the whole thing with Princess Di, it's not going to affect anybody. People are going crazy off of these things, and there's really no point in it. I think a lot of it is that people just don't have anything to do with themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Would it ever occur to you to go find his apartment all of a sudden?
That is weird. Like, Ralph called me and said, who are these people that are lining up around his apartment? I said, I don't know, but they should probably be examined. It's true. I don't know. That would never occur to me. Even, and
People seem to know what to do.
And I have a very good feeling about Junior and of course, his wife, who I've met and had so many long conversations with, that I really must tell you that I would never occur to me.
Get up.
No. Would never occur to me.
But people wound up standing around the apartment, leaving things.
A lot of people, they have nothing else better to do with themselves. Personally, myself, I DJ at strip clubs, and, that ain't nothing much better to do, but I don't go mourning after somebody's body is going to be found in the river or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure you're very angry.
Well, I had nothing to do. That's why I did the calls.
Yes, Melrose.
Good morning, Howard.
Oh, God.
Listen, I really didn't want to call in today, but I got to tell you something, Jenks. You make me embarrassed to be part of this world.
This is one who stands on Melrose Avenue holding up Howard Stern
No, in fact, I don't even do that much anymore. But let's not talk about me, Jenks. I got to tell, a lot of people that are listening to Peter Jennings and Dan Rather realize that they don't realize that you don't work for Howard. They think that you work for Howard, and of course you don't work for Howard. Howard wouldn't give you a dime. You are the lowest form of humanity. Do you have any feeling of sensitivity to people's feelings? Say something, Jenks.
You are a trip, man.
What do I ever do to you, Jenks?
You are a trip.
All you care about is promoting yourself. Right, and I'll prove this to you, Howard. Howard?
Yes.
I get an email from Captain Jenks. I haven't said a word at all, and I know we want to talk about it right now. I was in a major newspaper in New York. 3 columns about me.
Right.
And Jenks writes me an email. Too bad that story broke when Howard was on vacation. Check out my website, whatever it is.
No, that's in the signature, Melrose.
What?
That little thing is in the signature. That's in every email I sent.
Whatever.
You're such
a big star. You have nothing better to do? Why don't you read a book on Saturday, idiot?
Melrose Larry Green got arrested.
That's what I was going to ask you. Wasn't he in jail?
Yeah, he was in jail because...
Howard.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. And you were on vacation, Howard, when the story broke.
Funny. Jenks, you know what's funny? Howard's funny. Chris Rock is funny. You're not funny. You're pathetic.
Melrose, drop dead. Why
don't you tell me go back to bed, loser? You can't. I'll take you on anytime, anything.
Howard, you know what it is,
I'm coming
Howard?
to New York Wednesday. Can you afford airfare to New York? I'll pay for it, jerk off.
Howard, you know what it is? He's jealous he didn't make the calls before me.
In New York, outside Howard.
All right.
He's jealous he didn't make the calls before me.
And then now, who did
How
you...
did he get arrested?
Oh, he got arrested because...
Yeah,
he went to a George W. Bush rally to give him $10,000 in cash in an envelope.
Yeah.
Now he has money because his mother died.
Right.
He wanted to give George W. Bush $10,000 campaign contribution. So he went to the hotel, and some of the security people take a look at him, and they said, hey, where are you going? And he got upset with him, so he kept walking. And I think they threw him in the jail. But meanwhile, he had money to give to George W. Bush.
Is he still going to contribute?
So now he's suing is the whole thing. Yeah, now he's thinking of throwing in with somebody else.
And I read the article, and I thought it was funny, so I sent him an email saying it's a shame Howard was on vacation because, he couldn't tell the story.
Right.
And where does he find something wrong with that?
So then who did you call next?
Oh, I called MSNBC, but I didn't get this one on tape.
I see. All right.
Yeah, and I called that girl a whore.
Oh,
But you said Howard Stern says you're a whore.
Yeah, well, it was by the time that I got around to the third call, I was just like, I just want to get it over with.
So you had to say that.
Mike, you're on the air.
You know, I hate to agree with Melrose, I really do. But this Captain Dickhead, does he have a life? Does he sit around watching TV all day?
Yes.
Why?
He has no life.
Nothing to do.
How old is he?
How old are you now, Captain?
I'm 24.
No.
Is your best friend the telephone?
How old are you now, seriously?
I'm 30.
He's 30.
30 years old?
I think he's older.
I'm not as old as King of Messengers was.
Is your best friend the telephone?
It is. It is, actually.
Best friend?
Yes.
I wish you were in that damn airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, get a life, like everyone's saying, and do something with yourself. You're 30 years old?
You better call me Dad, because I did your mom 9 months ago.
Okay, Dad.
9 months ago.
Well, he's a very advanced child.
Before you were born on the phone.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Captain. Thanks, whatever your name is. Wow. Yeah, hi. This is,
Both calls are up on my website, by the way.
Okay.
So anybody can listen to them if they haven't heard them. If anybody has the MSNBC call them with that.
You're on the,
which way is this one going to go?
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, it's King of All Black.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, I was watching this with my parents. Yo, that was the funniest thing I've ever heard in my
there you
life.
go.
Hello?
So you liked it?
Yo, it was hilarious.
Thank you.
Like, we was just looking. All the other callers are just saying that because, you know, they live in their self through John F. Kennedy, you know. Like, if he was black, you think they would care that he called in? Hey, so me and my father, you know, we're looking at it, and then my mother's sitting there. My mother's like, why don't this guy just take a limo? Why's he got to fly a plane at night to go to some wedding?
Well, he should. A guy who doesn't have instrument pilot license should not be allowed to fly at night. And I'll tell you the truth. It's not even so much I'm worried about these guys who are going to kill themselves. I'm afraid they're going to land their plane on my house.
Yeah, but he got an ego big as New York, and he probably, you know.
Well, no, I don't know that he had an ego big as New York. It's just that.
I'm just saying.
People go up a couple of times in these planes, and they think they know what they're doing. They don't.
And the guy at the airport probably told him, listen, man, you don't got too much experience. You don't need to be going. He probably said, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And he got in the plane.
Well, you might have a point there.
But Captain Jenks, that was too funny.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Casey, you're on the air.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, how you doing there, Howard?
Hey, how you doing, Casey?
Great, man. This is ridiculous, man. This guy, Captain James, calling on making those stupid-ass phone calls.
Yes.
Man, she's my ex-girlfriend. I mean, she was a great woman.
Which woman?
Who are you?
Which woman are you talking about?
I'm talking about Laura.
Oh, Laura Bissett.
Laura Bissett, yeah. The
Where's
sister.
Laura in?
You were going out with her?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing.
Why doesn't he know her name?
What, in the third grade?
What's that?
In third grade you went out with her or something?
No, when I was about 22.
That's who I feel bad for. I feel bad for the mother of the Bissett girls.
Yeah. Well, feel bad for
Hey, Howard.
I do. I feel bad for everyone. It really...
I feel bad for him, too, but it wasn't about that. You know, the call...
Yeah, I don't think you wished him any harm.
No, of course not.
I think that the news programs are so ridiculous that it's probably one of the few refreshing things that ever happened.
True. Hey, but Howard.
Yeah.
I used to bang your daughter.
This guy doesn't even know Laura.
I don't know.
I was waiting for Horsetooth Jacket.
I knew that guy was banging my daughter.
I dated Laura.
Yeah, Chris.
What's up, Howard?
Hey.
Hey, tell Captain Jenks that he is the man.
You like that?
He is the man.
All right.
And hey, we're over here smoking a big fat one for JFK Jr. over here in Vegas, huh?
All right, thank you.
420, Howard, over here.
Gianna, go ahead.
I think Captain Jenks should die.
He will, don't worry.
No, don't worry.
Man, Howard, with friends like him, you don't need enemies. He's
right.
like spewing your name all over the country, and it's not good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe there's a point there. Yes, you're on the air.
Howard.
Yes.
JFK Jr.
Yes.
I made it. I floated on Gary's
Oh,
teeth.
you're JFK Jr.
Oh, you're JFK
Yeah, I
Jr.
survived by floating on Gary's teeth.
Oh, so you're fine.
Yeah, you want me to tell you what happened?
I didn't Gary's teeth.
I was flying in the haze and I couldn't see.
Right.
I got distracted because I was studying for the bar exam.
Right.
I tried to make an emergency landing in New York.
Right.
But I bounced off Rosie O'Donnell's head.
I see. All right.
Yeah, wait, I want to announce my new businesses. I'm getting out of the magazine business.
That's a good idea.
What are you going to do?
I got an airline business. All flights are one way.
All right, thank you.
Wait. I got 2 more movies coming out.
What is
Howard, one of them I describe as Titanic meets Top Gun.
Right.
And the other one is Gone with the Wind meets The Fog.
I see. All right, thank you. Thank you, JFK Jr.
We're saying I'm bad.
Yeah, I know. You're a piker compared to this guy.
Howard.
Yeah?
Can I give a plug for myself?
Sure.
I'm going to be appearing in my home, eating, sleeping, watching TV, and listening to the Howard Stern Show.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Howard. Let me give my name, Howard.
Go ahead.
Scott Reeder.
All right, Scott, thank you.
Later.
All right, that's Scott Reeder checking in with his own brand of humor.
Wow, and a very dark brand of humor.
It is. What?
I thought that was JFK Jr.
Yeah, he got me fooled. All right, Captain Jenks, thank you for the phone call.
Hey, by the way, for anybody's interested, I'm going to be at O'Hara's in Allentown hosting karaoke night Friday, July 30th.
No, it's a living.
And I'll have these calls with me.
All right, thank you.
I'd like to know, do you know that Howard Stern thinks you're a dick?
Oh, I see. Just cut this gentleman off, will you? There's always one like this.
All right. All right, you had a busy week. You know, as I started to watch the coverage, I always forget that he does those calls.
Oh, really?
I always
That's
do.
the first thing I thought, oh, my God.
And then, like, 2 seconds later, I'm on the internet, and it was like, uh-oh, Jenks was at it again.
I always think as soon as I hear, because that's what incites Jenks, that pretentious, pompous attitude of those anchors as they drone on about nothing. It just makes him call.
Well, look at this. Here, page 1 of the New York Post. He didn't want to fly. JFK Jr., I'm really not that experienced a pilot, but wife made him, go to Martha's Vineyard, okay? And Mr. Perfect, of course, that David Cohn tossed a perfect game.
Well, what's interesting is, whether she forced him or not, she was the one who insisted that he drop her sister off at Martha's Vineyard, because he was on his way up to Hyannisport for a wedding.
Well, guys who, if he had to drive her somewhere, he probably wouldn't want to do that. But when you get a license for a pilot license, you want mission.
Gotta go somewhere.
You want somewhere to go.
Where can I go?
All right, I'll take you. All right, so page 2 and 3, JFK Jr. feared flying into the vineyard. Page 4 and 5, JFK, right? 6 and 7, JFK. Thank God Jackie's not here to see this. Kennedy, page 8 and 9, Kennedy family keeps silent vigil. Page 10 and 11. Death was in the air and he never saw it. Page 12.
Kennedy.
Page 12 and 13. Caroline keeps private vigil on Long Island. New Yorkers pray for one of us. Page 14 and 50. Finally, they both found true love. Talking about Kennedy and Caroline. Doomed couple was building dream home in Connecticut. Page 16 and 17. Then, page 18. Mournful magazine. Time cover. Conspiracy theories crackle across the internet. And then page finally 19. A huge full-page picture of me. Stern fan fakes out TV news anchors. And I went, oh, boy. First of all, it's a bad picture of me. Although my teeth look nice. Don't you think?
Yeah.
But that's pretty brutal, huh?
Well, it's, one of those, I don't know where they get these pictures.
That was from one of our press
I
conferences.
know, but it's under you and shooting up.
I know. It makes me look fat.
Which is impossible to be.
I know.
With all of your running.
I know. My nostrils look like a 2-car garage when you shoot me from that angle. But Howard Stern fan posts as a Coast Guard official during live coverage of the Kennedy crash and got past network news call screeners at CBS, ABC, and MSNBC. The crank caller, whom RadioDigest.com identified as Thomas Captain Jenks Cipriano.
Oh, my.
First fooled CBS telling screeners he was Coast Guard Lieutenant Ed Gaynor. The prankster was on the air with anchor Dan Rather when he said that Howard Stern was at the crash site and his producer, Baba Booey. Well, he actually said Baba Booey's teeth were found.
That was in the debris.
Then Cipriano reached Peter Jennings again, posing as a Coast Guard official. But when Jennings was insulted by Cipriano, the ABC News anchor had a rebuff. This happens on every crisis in America. Someone representing the disc jockey Howard Stern gets through. He is. Let me correct it since everyone's into accuracy. He is not my representative.
Yeah.
He's a guy who makes phony phone calls. Online with MSNBC's Soledad O'Brien, the caller said in front of millions of viewers, Howard Stern thinks you're a whore. By the way, I do not think she's a whore.
You don't even know her.
I'm not even sure who she is. Stern, who could not be reached for comment.
Oh, like you want to step up for this one.
Yeah, you gotta go find me. Has publicly claimed not to encourage such calls, but he has also aired tapes of similar pranks in the past of his radio program. Yeah, I'll air anything.
We hear lots of stuff.
Yeah.
We're not encouraging people to interview Tom Hanks, but we'll play it.
Yeah, we interview the guy from the Ku Klux Klan and play his phone line, but I don't know that I want people to go follow him. The weekend's tragedy was not the first time a phony phoner who has mentioned Stern's name has fooled network anchors in the midst of a live national telecast. Of course, Jenks did it during the Littleton thing, and you name it, he was there. So we're in the newspaper today. Thanks to Jenks. I have tape of when JFK Jr. was on our show. He did the show after I did his George magazine.
But you get to be part of the tragedy.
I have several handwritten letters from him.
Well, save them.
Aren't those worth it? They're saying now that people are on eBay.com already selling JFK Jr. stuff.
Yeah. What kind of stuff is there?
Let me see. You know where that article is, Jack? There's a whole big article. I don't know which paper I read it in.
Right here. Same page as you.
Oh, it is? Okay, here. Oh, yeah. Buyers, okay. The memorabilia market where tragedy brings higher prices. Sellers took advantage of the stunning news to peddle anything stamped with John's famous face, a ceramica replica.
That ceramic?
No, ceramic replica of the 38-year-old magazine editor as a young boy, sold in just one day for $700 after being posted on eBay. An autograph up for sale on eBay on Saturday attracted wild bids, hitting $305 by mid-afternoon. Yeah, but I got a letter.
You've got a letter, and how many letters?
2 or 3.
So there's good money there.
Yeah. That's mine, too. How do you figure, Jackie? I work on the show. At this moment, we don't know if John Kennedy Jr. is deceased in a plane mishap, but living or dead. No, come on. You don't know? I knew the second I turned on the news Saturday morning he was gone.
Yeah, give me a break.
Right. Because that was the best part of the news coverage.
If he had survived, we really should have made him president.
In Europe, Saturday morning, they had him dead.
Yeah.
Right
away. I mean, they don't mince words.
Yeah, they were like, well, he's not our, he's not our crown prince, and he's dead.
Yeah.
And they weren't mincing words. Wow. Here is you know what? Let me do this. Why don't I take a break? I'll come back and play the clips of JFK Jr. on our show.
Why don't you also auction off your letters? See
Nah. That's a little too morbid. How much do you think I can get?
It's to you? I mean, that's very special.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a real rarity. This was his personal correspondence to you.
You're not talking anything like high 6 figures, are you?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it's early yet. Maybe you ought to hold on to it for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Ron. Ron, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this Howard?
Yes.
I want to know how long you think before the magazine's going to fold.
Well, I think actually the magazine was kind of in trouble.
It was on the skids anyway.
It had a circulation of 400,000, but according to what I heard on TV, you need 600,000 subscribers minimally to show a profit. And I know that the original backer had pulled out of the magazine. And, I don't think the magazine was all that successful, despite his name. They needed dude broads in it, if you ask me.
Yeah,
he wasn't willing to go there.
Yeah. He wasn't willing to go to that.
Instead, he put himself in there.
Yeah. Guys ain't going to buy that.
All right, Howard. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right. So when I come back, I'll play you those clips. Dennis Rodman's coming in this morning.
He surely has something to say about this whole tragedy.
I'm sure he has to say that he didn't even know about it. I guarantee he's been out.
I'm anxious to find out.
I guarantee he's the one guy in America who hasn't even heard that JFK Jr. died. I don't know nothing about it. But who knows? One last call and I'll take a break. Michael, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
Hey.
Hey, have a part-time resident down in the vineyard. I don't know if anybody knows this, but there's a shark fishing tournament down there this weekend.
Are there sharks in those waters?
For real. 87 sharks were caught at the M. Martha's Vineyard Shark Tournament. You can confirm it with the Chamber of Commerce down there.
So I guess your point is that
he could have been eaten.
Oh, hey, I don't think they crashed and didn't get cut. Sharks had drawn to blood.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. This plane is so, when it hits the water, it breaks up into such small pieces that they can't find. Is that what's going on?
I'd have to believe that.
It's, scatters,
Wow.
It's washed in every different direction.
That must be it's like an explosion.
Well, they say they already have the headrest and insulation from the plane, so.
And what does that indicate, though? Does that indicate that there was a massive breakup of the plane, or is it in one, is it just
they had a headrest and a backrest. These are separate pieces just sort of floating around.
The eeriest thing is when the luggage.
Yeah.
That got to me.
And, you know, it's like some swimmers saw it and, you know, just went out there and got it. I mean, that's weird.
Yeah, I tell you, I feel funny about those private planes, especially with these guys driving them who... And I'll tell you why. America should be concerned. I mean, these guys can fall out of the sky right on your house. I mean, seriously, why are people allowed to fly these small planes when...
Well, they say in the paper they issue hundreds of thousands of these a year. So tons of people are doing it.
Yeah, because I mean, here's a guy who really, I mean, at least should have been minimally not allowed to fly at night. That during the day they should be allowed. If you can,
very good weather until you really have some air time under your belt.
Yeah,
these guys aren't flying every day. They're not with an. They're saying, they were saying we don't know if there was an instructor in the plane with them. Of course not. Instructor wouldn't have flown with him at night like that.
Right.
Yeah, even the instructor said they wouldn't fly. It was not optimal condition.
Yeah, they had experienced pilots who said
that we're not going to fly.
Yeah, that he should have turned around because there's no way you can land visually in that haze.
Never have taken off.
Yeah.
It comes up fast over there in the vineyard too. It rolls right off the coast.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back. There's a lot of people on the phone, and I'll play you these tapes. And I even have a list of how every Kennedy died, man, and it's weird stuff.
Yeah, they always, you know, I said, here's the list.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to Mr. Show Business. Who is this? This is the Howard Stern Show. 92.3 K-Rock. Rock Radio. K-Rock. This is an entity that is alive. It's alive!
All right, so we were talking about JFK Jr. coverage. Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling is
don't forget that.
Yeah, I can't forget that. His 4 raunchy joke videos are only $20 plus $4 U.S. shipping. Endless filth. Buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. And his 3 Wild Oleo CDs also available at all Sam Goody in the warehouse. For new jokes and filthy information and 3D Joke Man, visit jokeland.com. Jackie's taking up flying.
Good.
Right. By the way, the movie Eyes Wide Shut, starring Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, made $22 million, making it the #1 movie at the box office.
That's not a huge opening.
No.
But they're saying that a lot of the audience was glued to the TV watching the JFK Jr. coverage.
Well, I'll tell you something. Gary was telling me he was at some party. He says every third person said they'd gone to see Eyes Wide Shut and were just like... They said there were people walking out of the theater telling other people, do not go see this movie, it's so bad.
Well, Larry King in his column today says that he can't stop talking about the movie.
But he doesn't say, well, why?
No, he says it was a little too long, but he can't stop talking about it. Maybe he's talking about how long it was.
Well, Gary said there were people who actually stood up and booed at the end of the film. So much they hated it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's his 6th consecutive #1 opening.
Yeah, he can open a movie. By the way, remember I told you I went over vacation and visited Sandra Bullock and Betty Thomas on the set of their new movie?
Mm-hmm.
And
28 days or something like that?
Yeah, and there was tons of paparazzi there, and they took tons of pictures of me and Sandra Bullock. And I never once saw one of the pictures. So finally, in this week's Star magazine, there's a picture of me and her, and she looks great. She's a very attractive woman, but...
I didn't think either one of you looked very good.
Really?
I didn't think it was flattering to either one of you.
No, I look like a corpse. I really...
It almost looked like she was hugging a wax figure there, like you had met him to Sodes or something.
I just want to say that's not me. That is a Howard Stern lookalike.
Okay.
I'm much better looking than the guy in that picture. Yeah. That was not me at the set. I don't know who that guy is. He has he's had facial reconstruction, I think.
After a bad accident?
There's also a great picture of Pam Anderson and Lonnie Anderson standing together.
I was going to ask you about that. Is that incredible?
Oh, the both of them together make such a vision.
She looks great.
Yeah.
Lonnie does.
Yeah. Pam Anderson is so beautiful.
And Lonnie looks like, that could be her mother.
Yep.
They're going to play mother and daughter on VIP.
It's the only thing believable about the show. Pam Anderson is so attractive. It's ridiculous. God, she's hot.
Is she hotter than the Playboy Playmate you saw last week?
Oh. I don't know. I just have to say Pam Anderson is beautiful.
I remember the comments being said after, what's her name? What was her name?
I don't know, but she was beautiful.
Victoria Svelstedt.
Oh, that's right.
In fact, I went on her website to look at pictures of her. Victoria Velvstedt.
You wanted to be with her the rest of the day.
Yep. I spent all Saturday looking at John F. Kennedy Jr.'s plane and Victoria Velvstedt pictures. All right, so as promised, JFK Jr. did this show. We took a couple of clips to remember him by. Here's when he discusses arguing with Carolyn Bessette in the park. Remember they had that big argument in Central Park?
Yes.
So I said to him, well, what's going on with you two? This is before they were married. You are having some life, my friend.
I know.
And this is what, I mean, he really, this is a guy who had a life. This is why I think people are fascinated with him and this plane crash. This is a guy who really had the perfect life. He was famous. He was incredibly handsome, one of the most handsome men in the world.
Yes, and hadn't done anything to be that handsome.
No.
It was just natural.
Just natural.
Had a great body.
Great physique and lots of money and could have any woman he wanted.
And he did. Yesterday they had a whole page of the women he had.
I bet you a lot of them were like, wow, good thing I didn't marry this guy.
Really? Because I'd have been on that plane.
Oh, yeah. I said it's unbelievable. First of all, so what is the response, obviously, as long as I got you here, to all the tape that they're showing of you in Central Park messing around with that chick? I saw the tape. It didn't look like you were beating her up or anything. It looked like you were arguing.
Absolutely.
You were just having an argument.
Absolutely.
But it wasn't like you smacked her around or anything.
But when you're John F. Kennedy, do you ever check to make sure that they're...
Do you ever let him get a word out?
No. No cameras on you when you're arguing in the park?
It was funny because once the argument was completed, we kind of looked around and there was this guy sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's kind of weird, he's sort of looking intently at us, and then about 5 days later we got the news that the entire thing was televised.
And then you're saying, wait a second, now you have to go through your mind. What did I do? Did I do anything really that bad?
Right. Everyone comes up, well, did you see the tape? Did you see the tape? And I was like, no, I was in it. Why do I have to see the tape?
I watched it. I saw it on Day and Date.
Day and Date was playing. It was a 5-parter.
What is Day and Date?
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know what Day and Date is either, but there was a 5-parter. And the first day, nothing happens on the tape. So you go, okay, they're saving the good stuff for the second part. That's where you're going to smack her around.
Yeah, you think Wednesday, Thursday would be a big...
This is where you smack her around for getting pregnant. So then you go...
Get pregnant?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't even established that.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that yet. I got a million questions. Yeah, right. Now, wait a second. How often do I get to talk to you?
5 parts. Wasn't part 2.
Meanwhile, this was so weird when we had him on the show that he decided to come on because I was doing George Magazine. And... there was a woman who showed up who claimed to be his publicist, but actually she was someone who had worked with Jackie O. And this was right after his mother died that he did our show. It was not too long after.
The woman who was with him?
Yeah, here's what happened. He came up by himself.
Uh-huh.
Which was really kind of cool. No entourage, nothing like that. And he was sitting in the green room reading the newspaper until we were ready for him. And then when he came in, this woman shows up who claims to be his personal publicist or something. Wasn't anything to do with the magazine. Probably one of Jackie O's people who was held over from the days when Jackie O was alive. And she was like, he's not signing any release, and you have him for 15 minutes. And she was yelling at Gary, it's 25 minutes already he's in there, and you're lying to me. And it was like a whole scene. And really, the kid could have cared less.
Yeah.
It was just all this sort of carrying on around
Everything was managed and controlled.
Yeah, and I don't think he even wanted anything to do with this woman. I think that she kind of felt an obligation to Jackie O, even though she was dead.
So still watching even.
They're watching over his image. Yeah, what is it, Baba Booha?
Yeah, she said, she told me, she got right in my face, and she said, you disobeyed me. You said it would be 15 minutes, and it's 25 minutes. And I'm thinking, gee, in the grand scheme of life, is that really so bad?
Yeah, I mean... it wasn't like we were having a bad time.
But he was great. I mean, he said he's his own person. He did what he wanted. He left when he felt like it.
Yeah. Yeah, he left on his own. He had on that beret.
No, that cab driver hat.
Yeah. Turned backwards, though.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Robin? It's plaid, and it's got like a lot of the cab drivers wear it. It's a funny hat. It's like an old guy's hat.
His wife, Miss Carolyn Bessette, was one of the nicest people I've ever met in terms of, like a celebrity.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, she was very down-to-earth and very intelligent.
Very pretty, too.
Very beautiful. And I know that she doesn't photograph well, because when I would see her in person, she, first of all, had some body. I mean, I saw her...
You can see the body in the photographs.
Robin, I once saw her in a pair of sweatpants with, like, one of those short shirts, the flat, hard stomach, very tall, the long blonde hair, beautiful woman, and really a nice person.
That was another thing I learned yesterday all day long, that in high school she was voted most beautiful person.
Now, let me ask you something. Did you ever hear in a high school of someone being voted most beautiful person?
I've heard of best looking and best personality, but I've never heard of most beautiful person.
I was talking to some guy who went to the high school, and he said, actually, the principal would get up and have to hand people these awards, and he gave her, what was it? The most beautiful person award.
Wow.
You know,
It's not really for academic excellence.
In my school, they had an award. It was like best personality, best looking, and one was best afro.
What about best teeth?
No, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering, because you keep saying she's very intelligent.
She was intelligent, I'm telling you.
What are you basing that on?
Just the discussions that we had about people and current events, and she seemed to be very insightful about people. I was impressed with her.
Sometimes you can be impressed.
I know what you mean.
Impressed, and I'm just wondering if that had something to do.
Well, listen, whenever I talked to her, I was not sure whether I was impressed because she was this super famous person who was willing to talk to me in a normal way.
Mm-hmm.
B, was I impressed because she was so goddamn beautiful that I'm impressed by strippers.
Right.
No, but she wasn't like that.
Well, because I know a lot of people have said John F. I mean, especially now, they're saying he was much more than just a hunk. He's all of a sudden.
I didn't hear anyone saying that.
Oh, yes. Lots. Oh, God. Then you weren't listening very well yesterday. Oh, he could have done anything he wanted. He was not just, he ran that magazine. He actually sat in on meetings.
Well, no, and he was a nice guy. Let me tell you something. Very down to earth, but it didn't strike me as being very super intelligent or anything like that.
They're even saying now just because he failed the bar 3 times doesn't mean anything.
Right. Yeah, sure. No, but if anything, I was impressed with his choice of a woman to stand at his side, because he could have had any woman he wanted. He could have gone with some Hollywood bim. This girl was no bim. I'm telling you. She was no bim. But, spoke well of him.
I don't know.
It spoke well of him.
Because you can be impressed.
And it was another cool thing. They showed her yesterday. They showed them they had a clip of them going into some screening, and somebody said, "How's everything going?" And she goes, "It's going well." And they said that was a lot for her to say. She wasn't a big loudmouth.
There were a couple of years ago that she was reduced to tears because they kept flashing the bulbs as she just walked out of her house every morning.
Yeah, but I hate when
she was painfully shy.
I hate when you see somebody with a big loudmouth. Like, she was just very nice.
Yeah. Well, she was nice, and again, a lot of these rich guys have I don't know, and particularly with the Kennedys, the same way they ski down a mountain playing football.
Well, they even said with John F. Kennedy Jr., somebody was saying the first time he went skiing with him, he took him immediately to the biggest drop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's almost like a daredevil death wish kind of thing. Honest to God. Really weird. And, of course, the networks didn't know what to say because it wasn't working out. They figured they'd find the plane within, like, 10 hours or something.
Yeah, there was no conclusion to this story, no new information for hours and hours.
Yeah. And, at some point they didn't know what to say. They spent most of the day going, John F. Kennedy was a great man. I mean, he is a great man. Let me correct that. We're still holding out hope. And I was like, you guys are the only guys holding out hope. There was nobody holding out hope. There was some guy from the Coast Guard who was on the air going, I've seen situations where a person isn't found for 4 days and we find them. I'm like, they ain't finding nobody.
Really? This is not, Africa.
Yeah, they're not in the bush.
Around the woods.
Yeah, if they washed up somewhere, someone would find them.
Right.
But they kept changing tenses. In Europe, they had them dead that morning. And I told you, they ran out of places. At one point, they were outside the vigil, outside the apartment of John F. Kennedy Jr., which I'm always shocked that people show up and start putting things there. I'm just wondering who are these people that think to do this. It would never occur to me, but what can I tell you? But they came out and they go, Spike Lee walked by here. And that I knew. Was he just on his way by, or did he make a special trip? I think he made a special trip. So
he should be rounded up with those people.
That's when I knew. Yeah, that should be rounded up for questioning. That's when I knew they were out of news. They even Harvey Keitel just happened to be walking by because he lived in the neighborhood and they interviewed him.
That's more reasonable.
They'd run out of people to interview.
But I do wonder about the idea that the first person to get the picture of the Kennedys crying is, going to be worth money. So
really?
They're stalking, they're hanging around that compound in droves.
I didn't realize you could get money for that.
Oh.
I would have.
Are you kidding?
I would have flown down. stood outside. That's always weird. That's got to be a weird job.
Yeah.
Standing outside somebody's house after they just lose 3 people.
Waiting to see them, yeah.
Because we need a shot of you crying. If I was a Kennedy, I'd put landmines in front of my house so I could blow up the reporters.
But you know what was interesting to me? That he and Caroline are really close. They say they speak almost every day.
Who?
John and Caroline, his sister.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice that they were friendly and close like that.
Yeah. I haven't heard from my sister in 3 weeks. You know this song? You know who that is?
Yeah, who is that?
That's Lou Reed.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Lou Reed could be really bad sometimes. Like, if a listener had sent that to me, I would have thrown it in the garbage.
Yeah, because I thought, this is somebody's homemade tape.
And then Lou Reed can be incredibly great sometimes. I'm very confused about Lou Reed. Because he does a great song like Heroin, and then it does that.
And the other thing that I found surprising was that people at the Arlington Cemetery, site of the burial place of John F. Kennedy and Jackie and their son Patrick, people also flocked there. They couldn't get to New York.
Yeah.
They went to the Arlington Cemetery site where his mother and father are buried.
I flocked into the basement. Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, Howard, want to hear the long version of that song?
Oh, dear.
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know.
I claim the perfect union and...
No, I don't want to hear it.
Wow, that's really terrible.
I'm pretty sure I could do a better job.
What we just heard was the best of the song.
So, I don't know. Let me take a couple of phone calls. People do want to talk. Hi, Mark, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing, Howard? First of all, I think John F. Kennedy Jr. is kind of stupid because he had to work the rudders, and they said he was wearing a cast.
And the reason he was wearing a cast, in fact, he had the cast off. He had just gotten it off, but he was limping.
Still limping.
Yeah. The reason he's wearing a cast, he was paragliding with, like, rollerblades. Like, it's weird, man. It's like, it is almost like a guy who doesn't care. Like, you know...
Well, they say his intelligence level it wasn't too high. Apparently it wasn't. He was flying a plane with his foot like that or with a cast or what have you. And know what else? I think that...
Well, anyone who knows about aviation is that if you go into a spin, you have to use your rudders, evidently.
Oh, yeah.
And you would need both feet for that, wouldn't you?
Yep. And I think that Captain Jenks was very distasteful with what he did. I think a lot of his stuff is funny as hell. But I think it was so distasteful, I just want to knock his teeth out. I live over the bridge.
I don't know. I don't know why people would get bothered by Captain Jenks calling in and doing that stuff. I don't really get bothered by it. And you know, I was sad by the news, but I don't, you know.
That family's had enough tragedy.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't think they were watching.
I don't know. I just don't get affected by crap.
Howard, it's so not about the Kennedys. It's so about people who don't screen their phone calls, I think.
I think so. I mean, who even cares?
And those news people are the biggest idiots in the world.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Hey, Cy, you're on the air. Dennis Rodman's coming in a couple of minutes, and also I want to play some more
Hey, Howard.
Two Truths and a Lie, or whatever that is. A game.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Why do we have to keep talking about John F. Kennedy?
All right, I'll drop it if you want.
Yeah, man, I'm tired of that.
Okay.
It's my first time calling you, too. I love you guys. Hey, Robin.
Hi.
All right, man.
Bye.
Bye.
It's true. Why do we? Yeah.
There are senators who die in plane crashes, don't get that much coverage.
Yep. No, it's true. I don't know. It's just weird. Hey, Gary, fast forward to clip number 2, and then I'll end this discussion. Maybe the guy's right.
2 and 3 are really good.
Yeah, go to that.
Sonny Bono didn't get this much coverage.
Thank God. All right, here we go. So you're in high school, you don't really... Okay, all of a sudden, like, what age do girls start doing it? Like, 15? I figured you must have got laid at 15. 14, you lost your virginity, easily. Don't be too proud of yourself.
No, I think it was a little later. I thought it was actually, I was a late bloomer.
Really? 18?
Somewhere in high school.
Really?
Yeah, well, like everybody
With regular girls or a model? Or did you just start with regular girls? You're smart. You practice on regular girls till you get to the model. Oh man. You know, that is smart.
Yeah, why go with a model and have her bad mouth?
Yeah, bang a bunch of regular girls, get your chops going, and then...
Right.
Yeah. Life.
So when do you get to the part where you pick up the phone and you say, I want to meet Madonna?
Yeah. Now, how do you get her?
How
do you do it?
That never happened.
Oh, how does it happen then?
I think I happened to be at the same place, and you know how these things are. People
she was wild for you, right? She saw you.
No.
Women look at me, they want to vomit.
Each other.
You know how women look at you?
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah. You don't know, man. I know it. So what are you saying? So, like, all of a sudden Madonna's in the room. She goes, oh, my God, like John F. Kennedy Jr., and then she comes over and makes all the moves, or you have to actually talk to her?
No, I mean, I just think we were introduced and chatted, and then, you know, her entourage whisked her away, and
that was it.
And then I, you know, walked to the other corner of the room.
And you never did it?
Never talked to her again?
No, I mean, she was actually in the first issue of George. She did there's a section at the end of the magazine called If I Were President. And
where she slammed me.
Read what she said about Howard.
Little slut.
You're telling me you never dated Madonna?
I'm sorry?
You nailed her, right?
You're telling me you never dated Madonna?
I never dated Madonna, no.
What's the move? And what happens? Like, you're with these girls a while, then you get sick of them, then you can just dump them over and get the next one, right? Oh, man. Are you going to marry this new one? Don't do it, pal. You know what?
What was the argument?
Can I tell you something? You eat steak every night.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you want a hot dog. And you see what I'm saying? Trust me. I got married young.
When did you get married?
I got married, I was 22 years old.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, maybe me and you could be buds if I was married, man. We'd be having the kind of same
now
kind of
you're going to dump your wife so you can hang out with him, huh?
I would, man. Just tell me how to do it.
Well, actually, yeah, you referred to your marriage vow in the piece that you wrote for George.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I talk about virtue.
Yeah, Mr. Virtue who lied.
He called Mother Teresa's work with the poor a publicity stunt.
Hey, don't... Did I?
I guess you did.
That's funny. I'm a funny guy. It was a publicity stunt. You think I'm right? Right?
You believe that?
I did. In George Magazine, I do call Mother Teresa a publicity. I say she has a good public relations guy.
But your virtue is totally shot with me.
Yeah, well, too bad. That's why you got John Kennedy Jr. sitting here with my virtue.
Yeah, Robin, is it true that Howard said that I used the magazine as a coaster for used condoms?
Yes, that is true.
That's it.
You're going to marry this new girl? Don't avoid the question.
That my job is dating?
See, he had a good sense of humor. I used to rip him pretty good.
That is funny. Your job is dating.
That was his job.
For a while.
Yeah, that's a full-time job, believe me. Look, come on, man. You got to admit, you're sort of like the front guy for George Magazine. There are a lot of people under you.
I'm the symbol. We have five people on our staff, on our editorial staff.
But you're here to say that you really work on the magazine. You do want to defend yourself and say that you work.
I mean, I hardly need to defend myself. Right. But yeah, actually, I do actually work on the magazine.
Care less about your opinion, in other words.
Yeah, right. So, okay, Madonna, Daryl Hannah, boom, major score. I'd love to get that.
Oh,
man, I would. Oh, man. How do you meet someone like this?
Actually, we met when we were 15 or so, actually, completely by chance.
15.
You know what's the other thing about him? He always gets pets with these girls.
Yeah, why do you get dogs? No, you had a pet with is that the move? What's the move?
Instead of engaging, he gets pets.
You get a pet with them and stuff? Is that the move?
I had this dog for a while. The dog had nothing to do with it.
Does Caroline like me, or does she hate me?
She loves you.
And finally... I asked JFK Jr. what everybody wanted to know about him. What it's like when gay guys hit on him. Because it must be incredible. Gay men must love him. So what are you going to do? You going to go into politics or something? You going to run for governor or something?
No, I mean, we're having a pretty good time, you know.
You got the life. Why would you ruin it?
This is the thing about him that I like. He just is looking to have a good time.
Yeah, that's right. If I was a Kennedy, I'd be playing it the same way you're doing it. I do the magazine thing, but I wouldn't put in too many hours.
But, you know, I guess he got boring just hanging around the house.
Right.
You know, because he quit the law thing.
But you know what I would do? Like, what do? You wake up in the morning, what do? You go rollerblading first?
No.
At what point, what do you go right to the office? What, he's got to leave?
No.
I'm just getting into it.
What is
I was just saying, you know, the crowd that is gathered just in this office is staggering.
Who's in there?
And they're not all women.
Really? Guys, too?
Well, this is one guy.
Gay guys ever come on to you? John, gay guys ever come on to you?
I think, yeah, a couple of times.
Really? Why?
Not in a bad way.
They grab your ass?
No.
Where do you go, like a bar or something? Do you go out and party? You really can, huh?
I always read about him being everywhere.
Yeah, but don't believe it.
You're not at those restaurants when they say you're there?
No. I think reservations are slipping, and then I read about that I'm in some restaurant with...
Really?
Now, this new girlfriend is an editor or something.
No, PR person for Calvin Klein.
She's a knockout. God damn, I wish I had her.
Well, the question was, how do you fight with a girl like that?
She was asking me what radio station I was going to be on this morning, and the elevator door closed. I told her it was AM.
You shacking up with her? Or what? You living with her?
We live in the same house.
No kidding. Yeah?
But
She's
your
nice,
question was on the day that you saw the pictures of the fight in the paper.
I was always shocked with his magazine that it came out more than once a year. I didn't see how it would get done. Because he was always rollerblading.
Because he had the 4 other people working on it.
Oh, I see. They got it out. I don't know. I don't want to listen to this. All right, I'll finish it. Wait.
How do you argue with a girl like that?
See, if you were an ugly guy...
You have to be unhappy about it.
Well, seriously, here's a guy...
Have you ever argued with your wife?
And
have it on film?
You haven't been with anyone 20 years, okay? Here's the point. You could film me arguing any day you want. I got a whole different set of issues than you have.
Right.
Here's my point.
Right.
You get these knockouts. Piece of ass. So let's talk like a guy, all right? Forget the John F. Kennedy Jr. thing for a second. All right, let's talk like a guy. Forget your image. Yeah, talk like 2 guys.
Okay.
You get a knockout. You're a good-looking guy. You can get any girl you want, and you're rich and all that stuff. So right away... You're looking to create problems. You take a guy like me who never gets laid. You give me a girl like this girl you're with now.
You'd never argue with her.
Argue? I mean, whatever she wants. What's the
honey.
And what was the thing you gave her? A friendship ring?
What are you talking about?
That's the move?
They claim there's a friendship ring involved in it.
Who claimed?
What's the ring you ripped off her finger?
You were fighting about the ring.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really remember what everything was going on.
Well, we argue. How could you argue?
What?
Give her the goddamn dog. Who cares?
It wasn't about the dog. You know the dumbass things... Excuse me.
Go ahead.
You think that's bad?
Go ahead, right.
All the dumb things that you can argue about. It was like some silly argument.
Really?
But then you read about it, and it turns into something much bigger.
It was a 2-second argument. I saw the tape. It was no big deal.
Right.
All right, there it is. The last word, the last known interview with JFK Jr.
Known interview?
That's right. Last one we know of.
The lost tapes?
The lost tapes. So anyway, I think I've pretty well covered this, haven't I?
Yeah, it's been covered too much already.
Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I live on Cape Cod.
Yeah.
And I have one of those scanners you can listen to the police, the fire department, and all that. And I'm pretty sure I heard his last transmission out of the Piper Saratoga.
Really?
Yeah, you want to know what it sounded like?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Jonathan, you're on the air.
Hey, big fan. Hey, I saw Eyes Wide Shut this weekend, man. It was awesome. You should go see it and listen to Bubba Booey and make a decision for yourself.
Well, I will. In fact, I tried to see it Friday night. I tried to see it Friday night, but it was sold out here in Manhattan.
Yeah, I went to see it Saturday. I got free passes to it because it was only on half the screen. You could see Tom Cruise from, like, his nose up.
I went over to the Sony to see... I don't know what this guy's talking about, do you?
No.
Yeah, an idiot. I went over to the Sony thing to see that 3D thing.
Oh, yeah?
It was, like, closed down or something.
Really?
The dinosaur one.
Oh, it's not there anymore?
Yeah. Whatever that 3D dinosaur... What?
No, I just wanted to tell you, Robin Radzinski saw Eyes Wide Shut, and she also said, well, tell them what was happening.
Well, I was really hopeful about the movie, and it was the worst. If people were laughing, it was a goof. People were walking out. People were, it was awful.
I heard the reason that guy Semmel and Daly, those 2 guys, got fired from Warner Pictures. Is it a Warner Brothers picture? I guess it is. That Ted Turner owns them.
Yes.
And he saw Eyes Wide Shut in the early stages, and he thought it was so bad that he blamed the 2 of them and threw them out.
Wow. It was unbelievably bad.
People were, according to my reports, people were booing, and that people were actually recommending to people online, do not go see the movie. That's how bad it is.
I have told you, I've never seen it fail. Whenever they're hyping the sex in a movie, the movie sucks.
Right. Because there's got to be more to it than that.
It was almost like a joke.
And you know how everyone's saying, you know, like I was saying, everyone is accusing Tom Cruise all the time of being gay and stuff, and he fights it. And rightly so. Who wants to be called gay if you're not? But, although, I wouldn't care if people said I was gay.
But, you know, the more you fight, the more people say it.
Yeah, you protest too much.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know, he's always suing people who say that. So I said, this is the greatest advertisement. Every commercial is him naked with his wife, and someone walked out and told me, they said, if you thought he was straight, when you see this movie, you think he's gay because the sex is so not hot between the two of them. Is that correct?
There is absolutely no chemistry.
Really?
None whatsoever. You can't even imagine them being together in real life.
Really?
Yeah, at all.
There's certainly chemistry between us, me and you, Robin Radzinski.
Yeah, look.
Yes, I see chemistry already. People could believe I'd be with you.
It was really bad.
Thank you. Time for her to exit once I get physical.
Outfit. Wow.
Some chemistry.
Some chemistry. She ran out of the room. You
Sounds like Tom and Nicole.
18 pages in the Post today on Kennedy, but yet in the Daily News there is an article that should really be on the front page. Now, I always get fooled by these articles, and I always start believing they're true, and they're saying today in the newspaper that there has been a huge breakthrough in the cure for AIDS and herpes.
Tiny story.
Tiny story, though. This is why I have trouble taking it for real.
Well,
but
it's an initial study, I guess, or something.
They're saying that the coating that they use in aspirin
to protect the lining of your stomach.
Right. Is going to be the cure for AIDS and herpes.
Well, they found that it kills the AIDS virus.
Right.
And that it seems to protect the vagina.
Vagina.
They think they can make a vagina cream that would be able to repel all the bad stuff.
So you'd have to put the cream on before you have sex?
I would imagine.
Right.
Vagina cream.
Honey, get the vaginal cream. A compound used to protect... Well, will this cure people of AIDS or just protect them from getting it?
It sounds like it kills the AIDS virus as it would try to get into your body.
Oh.
So prevent the disease. But maybe they could make something to cure it if they get that far.
A compound used to protect sensitive stomachs from aspirin kills the AIDS and genital herpes viruses and could eventually be used by women as a cream to prevent sexually transmitted infection. It's only the beginning of the story. It's always that way. It's always the beginning of the story. Where are we going to...
They're mice or something. They did this.
In a breakthrough find, the compound cellulose acetate flamflint killed HIV, genital herpes, gonorrhea, and chlamydia in test tube experiments.
Oh, it was in a test tube even.
Yeah. It wasn't an actual vagina.
So it hasn't even been done in vitro, as they say.
Yeah, but the results were published in the Journal of the International Association of Biological Standardization, whatever the hell that is. Like, I know what that is. So, studies of the cream on lab animals are already underway.
There you go. That's what I saw. So they are testing the cream on rats.
I want to come back as a lab animal that's involved in sexual... where I have to bang a lot of the mice.
And then you die, because they got to kill you to see what happens.
Well, what a way to go. So, anyway, this guy, Newrath, who figured this whole thing out, listen to this story. Years ago, he figured out that this compound could safely kill sexually transmitted bacteria.
Then what has he been up to for all these years?
So it's a milk-based product. Milk-based product is aspirin coating.
Right.
And when the mad cow disease happened, they stopped him. He had to abandon the research because everyone didn't want to hear about anything derived from cows.
How stupid.
Yeah. So he went back to his theory, tested compounds that already had been proved safe for humans, and lo and behold, it turns out the gamble paid off because this might be a cure for AIDS, herpes, chlamydia.
Not a cure, but a preventative.
Preventative. There you go. Wish they could cure it.
So instead of condoms, you'd have to go get vagina cream.
Right. Yes, Ken.
Hey, Howard.
Dude.
I just wanted to call up and say, the first time I heard that O.J.'s ex-wife died, the first thing that popped in my head was O.J. killer. And with this JFK Jr. thing, the first thing that popped in my head was kidnapping. And I never heard anybody mention anything about that.
Let me ask you, what pops in your mind when I hang up the phone on you? All right. Popped in his mind. A lot of people have minds popping all over the place.
sometimes with the faulty decisions people make, I wonder why they trust their minds at all.
I know now there's little conspiracy theories about JFK Jr. that are going around, and they're all absolutely absurd. You know, I mean, whatever. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Howard, I've been waiting to kiss your ass for 8 years.
Good.
Because when I was 17, I was raped. And about 6 months ago, my dad tried to abuse me. And you're like the only thing that can make me laugh. And Fred, like, I hope to find someone that looks and acts just like Fred.
Oh, you're going to have a tough hunt there.
That's like finding a needle in a stack of needles.
JFK Jr.'s plane.
That's right.
But you
That's what one of the anchormen said about his plane. They go, it's like trying to find a needle in a stack of needles. And I was just like, wow.
And you're just so good looking, and you're the only one who can make me laugh.
Oh, Fred?
All that.
Oh, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Well, take a look at a picture of me in the Star magazine standing next to Sandra Bullock. You won't think I'm good looking. Do I look like that, Robin?
No,
I don't.
I didn't even recognize. I had to read the caption.
But I think that's what I look like.
Oh, it's not.
I'm hideous.
No, but you're good looking. I don't know why you always say that you're not when you are.
As you said about Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, she didn't photograph well.
Right.
But she was a very attractive woman.
Right.
Yeah, just like you, Howard.
I am an attractive woman.
And that's the thing. Why do you say you have a small penis when you do not?
Well,
Like,
honey,
Why would you say that?
honey, why would you say I do not? Have you seen it?
Because you measured yourself on the air, didn't you? And it was not small.
That was aroused. I'm telling you, when I am in a limp state, it is very embarrassing. By the way, Dennis Rodman will be here.
Who doesn't have this problem?
Who does not have a problem in a limp state.
You know what you could do? Get one of those black condoms, the colored ones, and then it just looks bigger.
Oh.
So you were molested by your father, you say?
Yeah. About 6 months ago when he called
How old
me.
are you?
I'm 19.
Your father's molesting you at 19?
Yeah, I thought I was a little old for that, too, but I guess he didn't.
What did he do? Is he a white guy?
No, I'm Hispanic.
You're Hispanic.
But he was, like, really drunk, and I was sleeping on my bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he woke me up, and he said, do you want me to hold you?
Are you very attractive?
I think so.
How much do you weigh?
120. But I'm 5'10", so I'm a little underweight.
You're 5'10".
Uh-huh.
How big are your boobs?
They're not big. It's a B36.
36B.
Mm-hmm.
But you're very tall and slender.
Yeah.
And who do you look
At
like?
19.
Do you look like Jennifer Lopez?
Oh, yes, I've been told that, and I think she's very unattractive.
No, she's very attractive.
Oh, sure. Sure.
So you're a Jennifer Lopez lookalike. And you were laying on the couch. What were you wearing?
I was not wearing anything attractive. It was just sweats and a bodysuit. And then he just, first he just started holding me, and he started biting my back, and he goes, does it hurt? I was like, no. And then he started kissing my back, and he started, touching my private areas.
Was this your stepfather or your real father?
No, he's my real father.
Wow.
Why would you just say, Dad, what are you doing biting my back?
Because I'm very paranoid, and I do not like men touching me since I was raped when I was 17. And that's like the only sex I had, ever.
What's your mom look like?
Just like me.
She's hot?
Just shorter, yeah. But she was, in Mexico, she was burying her father.
Oh, so he figured he was lonely.
Yeah.
He was so bereaved over the death of his father-in-law.
No, Mom was gone.
Mom was out of the house.
No idea what he's doing.
So he started biting your back, and then he started to mess around with your most private of areas?
But you want to know what popped into my head, the weirdest of all thoughts? My God, my father is well endowed. Because
Really?
it, like, poked the back of my thigh.
Wow.
And so...
What a weird thought.
It is. That's the only thing I could think of to make me not think.
How did you get him to stop? I'm surprised. Did he rip off your clothing?
No, my brother was in the living room. I was in my bedroom. So I just started...
Hello?
So I started running, and I kicked my brother, and I said, my father's trying to have sex with me. And then my father slapped us, and he said, no, it's just a dream.
Just a dream.
Mm-hmm.
He slapped both of you?
Yes.
You're both dreaming the same dream.
I guess so.
Are you still living in the house?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Did you tell your mother?
She said it was a nightmare, to tell everyone that.
It was a nightmare.
Well,
Why would you live in the house with a father who's trying to molest you?
I have no money. I can't get a job, not where I live. Everyone's white, and everyone's very racist.
What about scores, if you're that good looking?
I am, but I did try to get a job at Not Too Naughty, which is a porn shop, and then the owner of the store, told me to have sex with him. So I had quit.
Well, all right. Well, that's a good reason.
Yes, it is.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you.
Bye. Love you. Well, that's an interesting story. All right. I got to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more of everything. There's just so much to talk about, and we'll be back right after these words.
Peace and love and Howard Stern.
Hey, Elaine. What's the matter? You don't want to come on my show? Elaine, you don't want to be on the Howard Stern show? What's the matter? It's a horrible show, isn't it, huh? Yeah, you're so funny.
What? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Take a seat.
What in the world? All right, take it easy.
Oh.
All right, everybody, calm down.
Who's this guy? You all right? I know who he is. No, I'm okay. Sit down, relax.
Okay,
It's not a matter of taste. It's somebody in the face. I hope you had a good lawyer for hitting people. Let's go. We didn't hit anybody. You hit us first. We didn't hit anybody. Yeah, we'll see you in a lawsuit. You funny piece of What's going on?
Is there any where is McGann now?
Who's this guy? What is this guy?
Don't you insult me. I'll sue you for slander.
See you in court.
Are you nuts? Thanks, Elaine Boozler, from your friends at the Howard Stern Show. Rock Radio, K-Rock.
Hello? Rock Radio, K-Rock. President Bill Clinton has a brand new hobby.
From Washington, hello.
Hey, great show, Larry. Listen, long-time fan, first-time caller. Listen, I just wanted to ask your guest if he ever wanted to mind meld with Howard Stern's penis.
Sometimes I get carried away through frustration. I apologize.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. God, I've wanted to do that for years.
Must be a slow week at the White House. Now, here's a man who has a slow week every friggin' week of his miserable life. Howard Stern.
Well, good morning, everybody. So, I got a bunch of pairs of tickets to Woodstock, and I also have a pair of tickets to Woodstock with a special photo pass, which allows the winner access to all the backstage areas, artist compounds, and the front stage photo pit. And I still haven't given those away. I just haven't figured out how yet. Wow. When you have the photo pit pass, you actually stand in there with the photographers. You can take pictures and have all access to the event. So it's kind of a nice gift. We've been talking about JFK Jr. We talked about the fact that Eyes Wide Shut, the movie, grossed $22.8 million, and everybody says it sucks. That's the movie with Tom Cruise and his wife. It's horrible. I mean, just laughably bad. I haven't seen it yet, so. I watched on pay-per-view Saving Private Ryan. And I got to tell you, I always hear people talk about the first 20 minutes of that movie, that it was like the best war footage they've ever seen, and they're right. Holy mackerel. I mean, did you see it?
Yes.
I can't believe what goes on in the first 20 minutes of that movie. It's like, they're invading the beaches. And did you see it?
No, I haven't seen that.
You see it. I never seen footage like that before. The rest of the movie kind of blows. It's a little redundant, but
so realistic. Jeez.
It's real realistic. You would never go fight in a war after you see this. Guys getting shot in the head, guys' legs blowing off. But so realistic.
It almost looks like a documentary.
Yeah. You kind of don't care that they're going to save Private Ryan, though. So. It was pretty emotional, man. Got me a little teary-eyed, especially at the end when the vet. The veterans there. The funeral. Got me.
Me too.
Yeah, the JFK Jr. thing. We've discussed it for 2 hours. What am I going to say? The reason, and I think the reason people are driven so crazy about this and why there was, 24-hour-a-day coverage is because he's good looking. And I only say this because... even though
other Kennedys have died.
Other Kennedys have died. I know he's the heir to the John Kennedy name, but
the Crown Prince.
And he stood there and saluted and everything. But if he looked like, let's say, one of those guys from Seinfeld, like Kramer, I don't think people would care that he's just so handsome.
Yeah, he died.
They've never even been that concerned with the daughter, Carolyn. It's the JFK thing. And he is so goddamn good-looking. I mean, I look at him and I go, he's good-looking.
I saw him just standing in a store one day. He was stunning.
Yeah. But a nice guy. We've had contact with him.
Movie actor, good looks.
Yeah, movie actor, good looks. And we had contact with him over the years, and I did happen to know his wife somewhat, and really nice woman. You know, I had more than a couple of conversations with her, that some of them for an hour or so. And she was just kind of fun. Just a real nice person. And I feel bad. That's who I feel bad for. I feel bad for the mother of those 2 daughters. And I really think that they ought to look into who they give pilot licenses to, especially for flying at night, because I don't want guys crashing into my house.
Well, it was funny because I said the other day, probably when that family, found out their daughter was hooked up with a Kennedy, she's taken care of the rest of her life. We never have to worry about her.
Yeah, well.
It doesn't work out that way.
Boy, he was handsome. And he escaped those huge beaver teeth that some of the Kennedys get.
Yeah, some of them have some pretty weird looks.
Yeah, but I don't know why they wouldn't have braces to fix that. But what do I know?
Kennedy teeth.
Yeah. You don't touch...
Don't change anything.
You don't change tradition. Speaking one last time, though, about the weird...
The other thing that was really weird was the girl whose wedding it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
She was the last daughter of Robert Kennedy, the one who was born after he died.
Yeah.
So, she didn't even have a dad, to take her down the aisle, and then somebody dies on her wedding day.
All right, talk about family tragedies. Okay, the first tragedy was this guy, Joseph P. Kennedy, Jr., who died in a plane crash during World War II. He was 29, and the weird thing with him was that he didn't even have to fly the mission. His father wrote him a letter, said, you did enough, come home now.
Well, the other thing about him was he was the oldest son, and he was the one who really was supposed, that the big... patriarch Kennedy wanted to go and run for president and all that stuff.
Rosemary Kennedy... That was the one who was mentally retarded and had a lobotomy. Kathleen Kennedy, she was killed in World War II. I mean, no. Her husband was killed, and she later died in a plane crash at age 28.
She was also in a plane crash. That's right. And the other guy was 28, right?
Right.
Both of them died at 28.
President John F. Kennedy is assassinated at 46.
And that's the other thing they say about John. He didn't even live to be as old as his father.
Right. My wife had some theory, she was going, how old was the father when she was thinking if he was 38 and he was, he was having a death wish kind of thing, but that didn't work out. That didn't pan out. Robert F. Kennedy assassinated at the age of 43. Yeah, I thought he was so much older.
No.
Okay. Robert F. Kennedy's son, David Kennedy, died in 1984, drug overdose in a Palm Beach hotel or a vacation home, something like that. Robert F. Kennedy's son, Joseph, Joe Kennedy, was involved in a 1973 car accident that left a female passenger paralyzed for life. Robert F. Kennedy's son, Michael Kennedy, killed in a skiing accident in Aspen, Colorado. He was 39.
And you know that another ex-girlfriend of his, or someone he was having an affair with, had just come out and announced that she was also having an affair with him when he was sleeping with the babysitter.
Right.
And she was just announcing that she was going to write a book about it. This sort of eclipses that.
Edward M. Kennedy drove the chick off the bridge at Chappaquiddick.
Plus, he crashed in a plane. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, and it hurt his back, right?
Yeah. We all know about William Kennedy Smith and his rape charges. He was acquitted. Patrick Kennedy, he sought treatment for cocaine addiction. Well, that's normal stuff compared to this other stuff. Even I'm not even going to put in the fact that Edward Kennedy Jr. had his right leg amputated.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go there. I'm talking about all the deaths. Pretty amazing. But you want to play? I got a whole bunch of stuff here to play outside of John F. Kennedy Jr. stuff. I mean, there's nothing left to say other than how goofy it is to watch the news when they have a 24-hour thing and they have nothing really to say about somebody.
But they insist on doing it anyway.
Yeah, and I insisted on watching. I was there every step of the way. I was there. I had TV on every minute. Every minute. I was very caught up in it. Dennis Rodman will be here in 15 minutes. I wanted to play... do you want to play Two Truths and a Lie? That was kind of fun the other day. You didn't like that game?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of fascinated by this. One of our interns, Sarah again, we had her in here, but here's another one she had. She had
fascinated with Sarah.
I think I might be. That's your intern. Had a dog once that attacked an ex-boyfriend and bit his lip off, causing him to have plastic reconstructive surgery. Paid her way through the first 2 years of college by stripping at a New Jersey club. Got backstage once at a concert and hooked up, and I don't know what the definition of hooked up is, with Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Hooked up, huh?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Sounds like...
2 of those are true.
Get her in here.
Sex.
I don't believe she stripped at a New Jersey club.
You think that's not the true one?
I know it's not. I can't believe it.
Seems weird.
Sarah, get in here. I want to play...
Suppose it's that the dog bit the boy's lip.
That I could live with. Sarah, get in here. I want to play 2 truths and a lie. Where is she? She's not here? She's what?
She's in the bathroom. She'll be in 2 seconds.
All right.
Is that the truth?
No, I'm just saying that the stripper thing and the Be Real thing are true.
Oh, if they are, that's amazing. She's an amazing girl, then.
Oh. Because one of them's got to be true.
Yeah, 2 of them are true.
But I meant the Be Real. I don't care about the dog lip thing. It's the Be Real and the stripper thing.
One of those is true. Sarah, how you doing? I'm fascinated. What is that? You're starting to think I have a crush on you.
I'm starting to think you're right.
You could be sure of it. Please, who wouldn't? How old are you, anyway?
21.
Oh. All right, that's the right age for me to date. I date 21-year-olds. Yeah. In my mind, that's okay. All right, 2 of these things are true, one of them is false. One of the things you say is your boyfriend got his lip bit off by a dog?
Mm-hmm.
Your dog? Why, because he was trying to kiss you or something?
Well, I can't tell you that until afterwards.
Oh, I see. Right.
You just have to guess.
You paid your way through the first 2 years of college by stripping at a New Jersey club? I can't believe that. And then I got backstage once at a concert and hooked up with Be Real. What does hooked up mean? Hooked up to me isn't just like you just like met him.
Answer any questions.
No, but you got to answer that. Hooked up means like you had some sort of sex. No?
No.
Just hung out.
Kissed.
Kissed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh.
Well, I say the false one is the stripping.
I say it's the dog bite.
This girl does not strip.
Seems
all right, which one is it?
Number 2 swallows.
The stripper's
You never stripped, yeah. That's what I thought. And what'd you do?
Nice Jewish girl.
Yeah. And you just made out with Be Real?
Yeah. It was a while ago. It was, yeah.
How old were you?
Nice Jewish girls don't make out with Be Real.
How old were you? That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
How old were you when you made out with Be Real?
Freshman year in college, so like 18.
Oh.
17, I think I was.
I thought we had a better story here. So that's all he did? He didn't fill you up?
No.
I don't believe that.
What are you talking about? He just kissed you?
He's gross. He's really gross.
So what are you doing kissing him?
That's a good question.
Because he was famous.
I love it when women tell me they're not attracted to a guy, but I kissed him.
Well, he's famous.
Well, of course. I'm 17.
You went to the concert. How did you get backstage?
I was with a friend of mine, and I don't know. It was a tour where there were a lot of different acts going on.
Lollapalooza kind of thing?
Yeah, it was something like that. And I just was sitting there during the last act. It was Ziggy Marley going on, and I just was concocting this plan on how to get backstage. And I don't even know why. There was nobody in particular that I was really that interested in meeting.
Well, how did you get backstage?
We walked up to the left side of there were security guards all across the front of the stage, and we walked up to the left side of the stage, and I just walked up to the security guard, and I said, we're here. And he kind of looked at me like, what do you mean you're here? And I said, we're here. Somebody, I was told to come to the left side of the stage at whatever time it was, and, the security guard there would know what we were talking about. And he kind of looked at me like I was out of my mind. He said, well, I just got on duty, but let me go ask the guy who was here before. And he left, and he was gone for like 20 minutes, and we both thought we were getting kicked out.
Right.
And he came back, and he said, come with me. And he took us out towards, like, the food court almost, and we were like, all right, well, at least it's the last act. We're getting kicked out.
Yeah, they figure you're hot chicks, so you might as well just be back there anyway. Right. And then you hung out there, and Be Real was back there?
Yeah.
And what, he started hitting on you?
He invited us into his trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And we hung out. It was kind of neat.
How did he start kissing you? Like, did he have weed and everything? You guys were smoking?
No.
No? You were just hanging out
I think they had already done that.
Yeah, and so how soon did he start kissing you? Like 5 minutes in?
Yeah.
Really? How does the guy do that?
And how much, tongues and everything?
Yeah. And you know what? He is really gross. Carmen Electra, I know she dated him for a really long time, but I probably shouldn't say this because Dennis Rodman's in the other room. But, I mean, he's disgusting.
What was disgusting about him?
He's not attractive at all, and he's just scuzzy. He's just a scumbag.
Be real? Is a scumbag?
Yeah.
What happened? Because he kissed you and then he dumped you?
No, not even that. I mean, we left willingly. It was kind of getting old quickly.
Yeah, I don't understand how he even started kissing you 5 minutes after he met you. Explain it to me.
You wouldn't let any other guy do that.
No, I wouldn't. But as I said, I was 17. It was this starstruck kind of thing, and it just happened. And at the time, it was like, oh, this is great. But 5 minutes later, it was old news. It was like, that was so horrible.
I think there's more to this story. She's really bitter.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I am not bitter.
Did you give me your phone number?
No. He gave me a pager number.
Right.
But that was thrown in the trash.
All right. Well, there it is, Robin, the full story.
All right.
Be real. All right, thank you.
We got to get Be Real back in here before she leaves.
Yeah.
Have a reunion.
Thank you, Sarah. All right.
You're welcome.
What about the dog? What, was you making out with your boyfriend and the dog bit his lip?
No, we had a dog that we had gotten, and we thought it was a Dalmatian, but it turned out to be Dalmatian and part Doberman, and it was real dangerous. And a guy that I was dating at the time came into my house. My parents were actually out of town, and we had known that the dog was dangerous, and they asked me not to have anybody in. And he came in for some reason, one reason or another, and the dog was wagging his tail, and I said, just don't touch the dog. He's a little crazy. And he bent down. He said, oh, he's wagging his tail. It's fine. And the dog just took off his whole top lip.
Wow.
And he had to get plastic surgery. And
wow. How's he look
Where's
now?
his lip? I mean, did you get it back?
Would you dump him after he lost his lip was on the floor?
Yeah, there was almost like a triangle.
Did you pick it up and they sewed it back on?
I didn't touch it. There was blood everywhere. I was hysterical. But a couple guys that were in my neighborhood came over and they dealt with it all.
They retrieved the lip.
Yeah, they retrieved the lip, and I think he had it sewn back on, and I think he still drools when he drinks.
Oh my!
Which is. Yeah.
Thanks to you.
And you broke up with him after his lip came off?
No, I was with him for a little while after that, but I was it was like 8th or 9th grade, so. Relationships don't last very long, man.
Right.
Oh, my God.
He didn't sue you?
Yeah, they did.
They did, right? How much money did they get for something like that?
I don't even know how much they got. My mom was so furious.
Right.
Yeah, she told you not to have anybody in.
Yeah.
What is it, Baba Boo? Hi.
Two things. Dennis Rodman's here.
Oh, good.
But the other thing is, we know a guy that went to college with Sarah, and the way we heard the Be Real story was a little bit different.
Oh, really?
We heard that she was telling everyone that, hooked up meant a lot more than what she's saying.
Oh, really?
The way we heard it was you were bragging to everyone that you had sex with Be Real.
Okay, well, what's funny is...
What I heard.
What's funny is Delaware is a very small place, and when a story starts... I heard stories that, I was carrying his child and I had an abortion. I've heard so many versions of this story that...
That would make more sense.
It's funny.
So really all that happened was you kissed him?
Yeah.
That was it.
I can assume that, a lot of stories are going to go around because of that, but...
So Baba Booey maybe have bad information.
I only pass it along.
What is it, Moses?
I'd like to speak to Howard about my theory on what happened.
Go ahead.
JFK thing. I think he put the plan on autopilot, and I think that he was with both of them girls at the same time.
He said he was banging both girls.
At the same time, I got some proof, too. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I played JFK's party, his graduation party from Brown University back in around 1881. And he was with two blondes at the time, and he didn't mingle too much with the crowd. He was upstairs on his own. And, I didn't get paid either. So I crept into the house and tried to sleep in there, because we had a tour bus.
Oh, you're putting me to sleep. Goodbye. Dennis Rodman is here. Sarah, thank you for playing the game with us.
Thank you.
All right, and...
go out there and make up another one.
Go on here. Write more stuff.
Sounds like you got a lot of good secrets.
Yeah, a lot better than us.
Taking interest in my life.
No, sure, you're a hot chick. We're going to absolutely take interest in
I'm
your
more
life.
than a hot chick, Howard. I'm a very smart girl.
Well, that's good. That's good to have both. No one notices, but it's good to have both.
I think people notice.
They do. They do. I know they do. I noticed. Believe me, I did.
Good.
All right. Thanks, Sarah. All right. So Dennis Rodman, the last time we saw him, he wasn't married yet, was he?
I don't even remember. I know we talked to Carmen Electra on the phone. No, they weren't married.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just got distracted looking at Sarah leaving the room. Dennis Rodman is here. I'll break the news to him. I doubt he even knows that JFK Jr.'s plane went down.
Let's find out.
All right.
I think that's the big news of the day. Does he know?
There's Dennis right now.
Wouldn't you like to be the first to tell him?
Oh, wow, there's Dennis.
There he is.
Looking very, very dapper.
Dapper.
Watch your head on that camera.
Is he going to be all right? He just got here, and I'm wondering if he's all right.
I almost ran into you Friday night.
Did you really?
Well, I know you were at Scores, and someone had invited me to go. I was just too tired. I didn't know you were there.
I was there.
He's always there. Whenever you're in town, you're at Scores. You love Scores as much as I do, don't you?
Yeah, I love Scores.
He does.
Perhaps.
And put your headphones on.
Oh, man, I don't need these, huh?
Come on, Dennis.
I'm pretty much a pro at this right now.
Okay, Gary, get the microphone close to Dennis.
Jeez.
Put the headphones on. You won't hear Robin.
Do I have to?
No, don't bother.
I don't.
I like your hat.
It'll mess up the look.
Look at the look.
I like your hat.
I hate to apologize. God, you just got to get the mic up here a little bit, bro.
Doesn't go any farther.
Yes, it does. Move it up.
Move it.
Where, Howard?
Yeah, you unscrew that and you move it forward. That's how you move it.
Oh, dear. Probably will be there for 5 years.
It doesn't move? All right, Dennis, if you don't mind, just sit close to the microphone. I can't move
You
it.
can't relax here.
Yeah.
You can?
No.
I need you, brother.
How are you?
I'm cool.
Now, let's see. I'm trying to think, when's the last time I saw you?
Well, are you going to tell him the news first?
Okay, let me tell you the news. JFK Jr. died in a plane crash.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, you did hear it?
I heard that.
I was convinced you never would hear it.
No, I just kind of flew through my,
You didn't sit and watch all the coverage. You
sort
of heard it in passing.
When did you first hear it? Scores?
Oh, man, I couldn't tell you, man. I was just looped at the time.
Really? You had a big party weekend, didn't you?
Yeah. I was really looped, man.
Tell me what you did for the weekend. While everyone else was watching TV, what were you doing?
You know me.
What happened? Friday night you went over to Scores.
Yeah.
And did you hook up? Are you married still?
No, I'm not married.
You are
Were you
absolutely
ever
not
married?
Yeah, I was.
He was married.
I just want to know, I'm so totally confused about the whole thing. Now, how long were you married?
I couldn't tell you that one.
You know what amazes me about you?
Well,
Carmen Electra, in fact, I saw her at the K-Rock, a radio station here in New York, had a big picnic and bands and stuff. She was there backstage. I'm looking at her and I go, God, she is so hot. I mean, she is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
She's a real piece of ass.
Right.
And you just don't even
You were still caught in the room banging a couple of women while you were married
You
to
just got to go there, don't you? You just got to go there.
In the middle of just...
I wasn't banging it. I was asleep at the time.
That was the best story.
Carmen came in here and told us that, now this was like, you were still on your honeymoon. And she walked in the room, surprised you, and there were two girls in the bed, and you said...
No, she didn't say that. I heard her. She did not say that.
What did she say?
She did not say, don't go there right now.
What did she say?
Don't go there right now.
She said there were two girls in the bed, and that you turned to her and said, listen, I don't know where these girls, how they got in here.
Howard, don't go there.
You're a genius. What? You're a genius.
That was the best explanation I'd ever heard.
They say
they dropped out of the ceiling.
Right.
Yeah, you say...
How they got there.
Yeah, I don't know how they got there. I think it was everyone was dreaming. I think that's what the problem was, She wouldn't believe it was two girls.
So are you divorced?
Yeah, I'm divorced.
You mean you're legally divorced?
Yeah.
You're a free man.
Total free man.
You could get married tomorrow if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
How did you end up getting into this marriage? Because it doesn't make any sense. I know you're a confirmed bachelor.
Right.
You don't even want to be married. Were you as drunk as they say you were? Were you drunk and high when you got married? Be honest.
No, I wasn't high.
You were just drunk.
And I wasn't drunk either.
Oh, you weren't drunk.
No.
You were of sound mind.
No, but...
He's never been sound.
No, I wasn't sound minded. Hell no.
So what happened? Explain to me.
Nothing, down there, rolling the dice, And,
literally...
Was it a bet?
It wasn't a bet. Hell no, it was a bet.
You were literally playing dice.
Yeah, playing dice, and I just said, let me just go up here and get this girl and just do this.
Oh, you were thinking about it, and you just said, let's do it.
Yeah. I got a lot of opportunities to get married to a lot of beautiful women.
Were you confused because she's so beautiful?
No, I didn't give a damn how good looking she was.
Really?
What was going on?
Was she that great in bed? I mean, because you've been with the best.
Yeah, you're right.
Is she that good in the sack?
She's there.
She is.
She is there.
Is she good at fellatio?
Oh,
come on now.
Wait a minute, remember that press conference
where
Dennis came out to talk? I don't even remember what the press conference
was.
was.
That was a great press conference.
For with L.A.?
Remember you called the press conference?
Can you believe I put it off again?
Yeah.
Again?
Again. And then you announced to the press that Carmen pleasured you with her hand right before the press conference?
The question was,
great.
Did Carmen help him make a decision? And he said, well, she did help me.
She used her hand on me. Yeah. She relaxed you.
She relaxed
you.
Yeah. She's got to be an amazing girl to see naked, and yet it just almost didn't faze you. That's why women are so attracted to you. You don't care.
It doesn't really matter how beautiful you are. You know, that don't really turn me on.
Really? But you are with beautiful women. You're always with strippers and gorgeous women.
I'm not always with strippers, you know.
A lot of
Carmen
times.
wasn't a stripper. That's
she wasn't a stripper.
She looks like a stripper.
But she was.
No, she's not really. She doesn't. She's a very beautiful girl.
Yes, she is. Yeah. Now, when I saw her backstage, she appeared to be with Fred from Limp Bizkit.
I have nothing to do with that one.
You could care less. You're not even jealous.
No, it doesn't faze me one bit.
Are you still a lover of hers? I mean,
did it bother you that she was with Tommy Lee? Because they were always claiming that you were showing up places and threatening to beat his butt. And
I don't know anything about that. I really don't get into all that stuff. You know, I pretty much mind my own business, and you know, whatever happens, happens. You know me.
You mind your own business.
I mind my own business. I'm not trying to get into anybody else's business. You know, she's with Tommy Lee, that's her business. She's with Fred, that's her business. I don't give a damn.
You don't care. Did she come to you and say, "Listen, I want to be a good wife to you. I want to have a marriage. But you've got to show a little interest in me"? I mean, what happened to cause the breakup?
Cause the breakup? They were never together.
Well, they were married at some point.
We never lived together.
I know that.
We never lived together. I stayed in a hotel. She stayed in the house, and, you know.
How often did you see her after you married her?
I didn't see her that much.
That's right.
You hardly saw her.
Yeah.
So did she say to you, listen, did she come to you at some point and say, listen, I love you so much, I want to be your wife, but you're not giving me a chance?
Well, she said she loved me a lot.
She did. And you said, look, it don't matter, baby.
I mean, did you actually ever, we're trying to establish here, Dennis, did you ever sit down and have a serious discussion about this marriage?
No. No. See, I thought you get a kick out of this one. I thought you get a kick out of that.
I don't understand. Why marry her in the first place, only not to spend time with her?
Oh, it was just very difficult because I'm living in L.A. and I think the media never gave me a chance, gave us a chance to, you know, be together. So it was just
well,
more
if you
like...
lived in the same house, you might...
The media.
It's the media. It's the media's fault,
media.
not my fault.
Why did the media break up your marriage? I want to understand.
You know, every day it was something about Dennis did this, Dennis did that, Dennis is sleeping with this girl, Dennis is... You know, fingering this girl. Every day was something.
I remember that headline.
Something new. Every day.
Right.
You know, wow.
But you were.
Not really.
Truth then.
No, I was no.
You were faithful? Were you faithful in the marriage?
Yeah, I was.
For you were.
Yeah, I was.
Right.
I was faithful, you know, like the first 3 weeks.
Really?
For 3 weeks you were faithful?
We was married for 3 weeks, I think, 3 weeks to a month.
Is it impossible for a Dennis Rodman to stay faithful to his wife?
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's too many women.
Why didn't you explain that to her at the very beginning so she could have a choice?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the fun about Dennis Rodman, he sleeps with a lot of women. He does this. He goes to strip joint, like you say.
Right.
And he's, you know, a lot of girls do, like, kind of like, throw themselves at me.
Right. It's hard to resist.
Not really.
No.
No, it's not.
Because you know, most of the sluts out there only wants, you know.
They want your money.
Want my Johnson.
Right.
So, they want my Johnson. That's it.
It ain't even about money.
Right.
It's about money.
Right. They just want your good love.
They don't want the love.
They want to experience it.
Well, you have a large member. Johnson, as you say.
Yeah.
You do. I mean, you make no secret about that.
I know secret.
Right. And you love sharing it.
I don't tell people about it.
Right, you do.
Tell people about it.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've described to me how great it is to make love to a woman the caliber of Carmen Electra. Most of us will never get to know what that's like. And it's got to be great when she takes her clothes off. But do they all become the same? Do they all become a blur to a guy like you?
Do you even know who's there?
Right.
Well, before like this, you know, before I came to L.A., it was just ridiculous.
Right.
It was just ridiculous, you know.
Right.
Women, you know, and showing up and this and that.
Women wanted to give you oral sex in clubs?
I don't know about that.
I'm just trying to make it go over the radio.
Right. I'm just trying to get it over the radio. Yeah, right.
Oh, it's sexy.
Yeah, you can't say the other word on the air. Okay. So you're saying that women would offer themselves to you?
All the time.
Right.
All the time.
I told you that night I went out to dinner with him. This girl came up and said, look, I want you to come home and make love to my girlfriend, and I want to watch.
How can you be married in a world like that? Even to Carmen Electra.
I don't know, man. It's just very, very difficult for me to do.
Right.
Have any girl in my life. Very difficult.
So what happened when you went to Scores Friday night? And you know, and I should back up because I haven't even seen you since you got kicked off the L.A. team. I heard you showed up for practice without your sneakers. You said, look, I can't find my sneakers. You were in your bare feet.
Oh, come on, man.
And it was in the paper. It was in the paper.
But that makes any sense, though.
No.
And then you were already late and you didn't have your shoes.
No. Does that make any sense, though?
What was the real story? Did you have your shoes?
No.
You didn't have your shoes?
My shoes was already there. It was on the table with my socks and ankle braces and everything else, like they always are. Right there. And I'm looking at him and said, where's your shoe? I said, there they are, right there. See it right there? And I'm coming up with bare feet, man. What an excuse, man.
You can play in your bare feet.
But why was he having to take so much time off?
I just had to.
What was going on?
What was going on? Why did you have to take so much time off?
Just try to... This probably sounds funny, though. I'm trying to save my marriage.
Oh, please.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's the best. What's this bad Chinese food? Oh, man. You are.
I was trying to, bro. I was trying to.
You are playing for the Lakers, and you got married, and you say you wanted to save your marriage. Things were going downhill.
Yeah.
And you needed time with your new wife.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you went to Vegas.
That's my escape, getaway.
But you went to Vegas without your wife.
I know I did.
How do you save a marriage if you're in Vegas?
I had to go there first to kind of get my mind right. Then come back.
I see. Yeah. And the thing is that when you marry a Dennis... Yes, when you marry a Dennis Rodman...
You got to understand.
You got to understand his way of life. Is that right?
Well, I always tell women, if I get involved with someone, I say, you know what you got into, when you met me.
Right.
And this is just the way I am. I mean, I'm a cool guy to hang out with, so if you can't deal with it, get the hell out.
Right. You're not going
to change.
You're not going to change.
How do you say, honey, I'm going to Las Vegas to save our marriage, but you can't come?
I do. Yeah. He says it.
Okay. I did. No. I was with her.
Would she cry a lot when you would say stuff like this to her?
No, she never cried, dude.
Never. She could get a lot of guys. I mean, it's not like...
There's no other girl in the world can get guys and, have guys do the things that, like that girl can.
Right. I mean, I saw her backstage at a concert, and I mean, she's breathtaking. Breathtaking.
Mm-hmm.
She really is. But did you get the feeling she really loved you? Like she could have been a real wife to you and supported you and taken care of you the way you need?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
She was prepared to do that?
Yeah, she was. Can you believe that?
Well, I don't know. I can't figure the whole thing out. To me, I can't see...
I'm speechless.
I would at least be married for like 2 months and be into her.
Try to give it a run. Right?
Try. Something.
It's very difficult.
Does she smell good?
You're really going, Howard. You're really reaching right now.
What's the most amount of times you had sex with her in one day?
Right.
I'm curious.
Did you answer the same question?
Yes.
And what did she say?
She didn't say anything. She walked out. No. She said that you were very good in bed, actually. She did compliment you. She said you really gave it to her good.
So, can I get like another vote here?
She said you rocked her world.
Yeah.
Don't lie now. Don't lie now. Don't put words in her mouth now.
There. So you're telling me...
Words to that effect.
You're telling... Did you use every input every day?
Oh.
I mean, I would have used her up.
He didn't even see her.
I don't get it. I can't figure this out.
He married her and left.
No, I never used the girl, I never used her. I mean,
well, you know what I mean.
It was just an unfortunate situation that happened, We just didn't work.
Did you have anal sex with her?
No.
You did not? That's not your thing, is it?
No.
They didn't know each other long enough to get to that.
No.
You did not use her buttocks?
No, I did not.
The time she flipped over, he was cool.
No. See, I'm really doing that. She's going to hear this and give it to you.
I think the greatest thing you ever did, and I don't care about your accomplishments on the basketball court, I don't care about who you dated, the greatest thing you ever did is when you got caught with the 2 girls in your bed, you said, I don't know who these girls are.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. They dropped in off the ceiling. That was beautiful.
There was no girls in my bed. I'm telling you, that, Howard.
Oh, she told me there was.
There was no girls in my bed.
She said she saw them in there.
No.
Look at that. You're a genius.
He refuses
Now, here's what I don't understand.
to admit.
Are you separated now, too, from your longtime manager, Dwight, who I knew used to come in here all the time? Is he gone?
He's gone. I mean, that's another big story, too. When we first got married, Dwight went on the radio, on the TV, whatever, and said that she's a gold digger, slut, and all the things. I mean, just, that started everything.
That got you mad?
That started the downhill
That started the downhill. The first day, the second day after I got married, boom, it went down here from there.
So you got mad at Dwight, and that was the end of it?
Well, you know, she said, you know, it's me or Dwight, you know. And I said, oh, God. You know, I was like,
So you really were trying to save your marriage.
I was. And I said, okay, Dwight, you got to get the hell out of here. You screwed it up for everybody.
Right. Yes, Sean, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, Howard. Dennis, I was wondering, you said that when you divorced Carmen Electra that it cost you $15,000. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
$15,000, that's all, to get a divorce?
Yeah.
So you didn't have to pay her any money?
She didn't want any money. She's not like that.
Wow. That's a good woman.
She's not like that. She said she didn't want anything.
You think you'll marry her again?
I think in the future, maybe.
Yeah. To be honest with you, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Is she with another black basketball player now?
Oh, don't go there.
What do you think it's about? Do you think that just because he's a black basketball player, that's why she went there?
She's going through the league or something?
Yeah, what is she going to go through the whole league?
No,
they're all black, right?
Oh, no, they're not all black.
No, not most of them.
They all look like Dennis, except they don't have green hair.
Oh, please. I'm going to hang up on him, Dennis. I apologize.
Just a jealous man. I didn't realize that.
She's not like that.
She ain't going through the league.
No, she ain't going.
As far as you know, you were the only basketball player she was ever with.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So let me understand something. So when you got kicked off the L.A. team, you had the big press conference, too, and, you know, you were upset because you said you weren't even making any money over L.A., but you had the sneaker endorsement, $3 million from Converse. And didn't the endorsement say that you had to play in either L.A. or New York in order to...
Right. In order to get the money, and I think that was very unfair, but I signed the contract, and it was one of those deals where, you know, Dan Dennis Rodman's a bitch.
Right.
So it's like, you know, whatever I do is blown out of proportion.
Right. So what are you going to do about next year? Now, what's his name? That coach from Chicago, what the hell's his name? Jackson?
Phil Jackson.
He said he'd be open to hiring you.
Oh, yeah. I would love to play for the Lakers, especially for Phil Jackson. Oh, yeah.
And the Lakers were winning when they had you on the team. They were actually doing well.
Yeah, you know, I guess they just couldn't handle the fact that, you know, I'm me.
Right.
And the things that I do. And they should expect that Dennis Rodman's not going to, you know, put up with some of that, you know, some of that stuff up there. You know.
What did they want you to put up with? Seriously, because the other players...
What did they want you to, like, practice and stuff?
Well, you know...
Yeah, why should you have to do that?
Chicago, you know, me, Mike, and Scott, we kind of, you know, we all have a practice, so I'm pretty much used to that situation. Then when I got to the Lakers, it wasn't about practice, it was about... you know, being with the team, you know, trying to be more of a team leader. And
you don't want any of that.
You know, it wasn't that. You know, I lead by example on the floor, so.
Right. So you said, hey, look, I'm playing fine. Just let me show up for the game. I don't want to practice. I don't want to be hanging around with you guys.
Let me do my thing.
Let me do my thing. I'll show up for the game. You'll win.
That's right.
And that wasn't good enough.
No, it wasn't good enough.
And even the other players hated you, right?
Well, they did. I mean, but like I said, you know, you don't have to like me to
he's lived with that before.
Oh, yeah.
Did they say anything to you?
And they always came to me, you know, they always looked at me as a big brother or whatever, and they wanted advice, so I gave them advice, and then, you know...
What kind of
advice would you give them, obviously?
Basketball, you know, tips and stuff like that, you know, and it worked, you know. I told them, well, I can coach the team with my eyes closed.
You were coaching almost?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and Shaq didn't like you?
I don't know if Shaq liked me, I don't know if Kobe liked me, I don't know if anybody liked me on that team. It wasn't all about that. Once we got on the floor, it was all about winning.
But isn't it hard to play when the other guys are mad at you all the time? Wouldn't you like to have some sort of calm in your life?
It was like in Chicago when I first went to Chicago. Yeah. And people like, God, what's up with this guy? What's up with this guy? And I say about a year later, everyone's wondering, Dennis, where you going to party at? You going to strip joint? Let's go.
Right. They all want to party with you.
They want to party with you. Even their wives. Let's go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. So in other words, they didn't get the chance to really get to know you, because had you been allowed to stay with the team, they eventually would have been partying with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it takes about a year, though, and he didn't get that time.
And is it true that the guys would get so mad at you, they would put a duty in your locker and stuff like this? No, they would never do that.
They'd never do that like
You would kick their ass, right?
I didn't have a locker.
You did not have a locker?
I didn't really sit with the team. You know.
He was hardly there.
I was in the back in the weight room.
And when you get fired from the team...
It was almost like he was with the Lakers like he was with Carmen Electra.
Yeah. In fact... I think he was with Carmen Moore. So you're telling me that when you get fired from a team like the Lakers, do they pick up the phone and fire you, or do they ask you to come in and fire you? How does the firing actually occur, the real firing?
I mean, you know, when I heard the news, I was like a big, you know...
Where were you?
It was very relieving that happened.
Really?
I was very upset and very angry. Just the fact that I was, you know, in a situation where I couldn't control. And I go to games and I see my wife up here, and it's just people just hovering around her, and it's like it just wasn't any chemistry at all at the particular time.
Right. You weren't getting any chemistry from the team or the atmosphere there or the fans. Nothing was
great. The fans were
fine.
Oh, the fans was great.
It was a problem with Carmen in the stands?
No, just the whole thing that it's like when you're working and you got problems and a lot of things are building up, and
so in other words, maybe she shouldn't have shown up to the games. Maybe that would have made it easier.
Oh, I wanted her to show up.
She wanted to see her husband.
She had to pay to see him.
She paid to see me right now.
And so, in other words, it became too much for you. Your wife's there, and you're having problems, and the fans are flocking, and you were on overload.
It was overload. It was too much. It was too much at one time.
Did you hate the coach?
No, I didn't hate the coach. I just got. I felt like that he got in a situation that he was bound to be fired, no matter what.
Right. Did the coach say to you, "Listen, Dennis, help me out. Show up to a few practices. Listen, even if you just go through the motions, help me out here."
I was at every practice pretty much.
You were.
Yeah.
But they said you were late.
No.
You were not late.
No.
That's a lie.
That's pretty much a lie.
I wonder why then there was a problem.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like there was any problem, but he got fired anyway.
He got fired anyway, so.
It doesn't make a difference.
No.
And then at the press conference, he cried. I don't even know what the cry was.
Why were you crying?
Who knows?
Were you high at the press conference?
No.
You were not?
No.
I don't believe that.
And his sister had to come to his defense?
Thank God your sister was there.
No, it wasn't all about that. You have to be human sometimes, huh?
Right. Sometimes you break down from the pressure.
There ain't no pressure.
Right. You're not afraid to cry. It doesn't make you less of a man.
Hell no.
Right. Well, I love you, man.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
He's not buying it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it, Howard, at all.
All right, so wait a second. So then you decide to go off. You try to get your head together with your marriage with Carmen Electra, and then suddenly it's over. Now, what do? You have to go to see a lawyer with her? Is that how it's done? How is it over?
People don't understand that when we got divorced, I'm the one that asked to get the divorce.
You did?
Yeah.
Right.
Why?
Why?
Because I didn't want to put Carmen through all that.
Through all your craziness?
Yeah, I didn't want to put through all. I said, you just get a divorce. We was in the hotel room. I said, I think the best thing for me and you, I think, is for you to just get a divorce me, and because it's just a little too much.
You're not real good husband material.
No, not really.
Did she cry when you told her that?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah.
Did you bang her one more time before you got the divorce?
No, after we got the divorce, we kept seeing each other.
You did? You slept with her?
It was a lot better.
The sex?
No, just
everything.
Just being single and just dating her. It was a lot better.
How good is the sex with her on a scale of 1 to 10? If Madonna was a 2 because she was bad, what is Carmen Electra?
I mean,
is she a 9?
You have to ask her.
No,
wait a minute.
You have to ask her. I mean,
Is she missing your penis so much?
I don't think so.
You do not?
You haven't seen her in a while?
No, I haven't seen her.
But you think she needs
Do
it?
you talk anymore?
We talk every once in a blue moon.
Really?
Yeah. That doesn't really matter to me, she has her life, I have my life, so, she's gonna be somebody that she really wants.
And did you, so tell me about your weekend now that you're a bachelor again. So you came to New York. What were you doing in New York, by the way?
I had a party at the Hamptons at the club called Life.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, they pay him now just to come.
That's right.
They pay you just
to come? That's one thing about me. They pay me to come to these clubs and things like $40,000, $50,000 just to show up.
Yeah.
Really? To hang and party?
Yeah.
Why play basketball?
It's true. Why play? I mean, if you get $50,000 a night for just showing up to a club and partying, why would you bother playing basketball?
I mean, this has been going. This party was like the last 3 months. We prepared this party, so now I'm gonna probably go to Europe and do a party in Ibiza and
do a couple of parties in Europe.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm that good now. I'm that good now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you will sit at these parties, and what do? You just talk to chicks?
No, what I do is, it's like what I do every night when I go out. Just hang out and party my ass off, and that's it. And they okay, just come show up for an hour, and we'll pay you $50,000 just to show up, and after that, you have a great time.
You're a jet setter.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And when you go to the Hamptons, who was there? Sean Puffy Combs?
I don't know who was there. I didn't give a damn who was there.
You didn't even care?
I didn't care.
He didn't even look to see if anybody
I don't care. That's the deal. It was just so many people. It was like 2,000 to 3,000 people.
And then so Friday night you went to Scores. And you go there, and did you bang some of the strippers there?
No, I know some of the bitches are sluts.
Some of them were sluts.
Oh, so you hate it now?
No, it's just not. There's such. God, it's so damn easy. That's the problem.
He'd like a little bit of an option.
In other words, it's not as exciting when you can just bang a chick.
No, I mean, it doesn't.
You want a little romance. You want to chase them a little bit.
No, it doesn't matter. You know, it's a lot of people say, you going to settle down? I say, yeah, I'm going to settle down. One day I'm going to settle down.
When you're too old to do this, right?
Right. So it's so easy. Let me try to understand this, because no one could understand the amount of poontang you get.
Certainly understand it.
Yeah, don't think nobody understands that.
You could go to these clubs and you could bang any one of these chicks.
Anyone if I wanted to. Anyone.
So you're bored because it's too easy.
Girl has to have something more than that, huh?
So I'd rather have sex with myself. At least I can be creative about it, you know.
Right. And you feel a lot of the sex is bad sex because they just hop on top of you. There's no sort of wild factor. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
No romance.
No romance.
No, I don't think I ever in my life, you know.
But maybe you've been in so many weird scenes that who could impress you at this point?
No, I don't think anyone really. Really? You know, if I say something really get you on this one. The last time I had sex was with Carmen.
Carmen Electra.
You stopped having sex?
Yeah.
Wow.
You hate it now.
That's amazing.
I'm going through a transition right now.
Wonder what that is. And what about men? Have you had sex with any men since you've commented many times in the past that you can be attracted to men?
Maybe you're just going that way, huh?
Maybe you're getting into that.
I was saying, come on.
I don't know.
That was years ago.
Really? You're not interested in that anymore.
Did you ever actually... You did it?
What you mean? Just say it.
Did you perform oral sex on another man?
No.
You did not?
It was the other way around.
The man performed on you.
Performed on you.
And you were able to get aroused?
You know, it doesn't matter who's there. You know, you just got to...
Really? Really get down.
You don't get aroused no matter who's down there.
Where did you meet this guy who performed, let's say oral sex?
No matter who it is.
There's nobody in the room who can verify.
Yeah, we haven't had sex with a guy.
You have, Howard. Come on now.
I really have not.
You dress up like a woman. Come on now.
No, I have, but I've never had sex with another man.
You have, Howard.
Was this another basketball player you were with?
No.
It wasn't David Robinson or anyone like this?
No.
David Robinson.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find out.
Oh, man, it was none of those guys.
Right. Was it Yogi Berra, the famous baseball player? No. Was it Kobe Bryant? No. Too young. Not your type.
No.
Anthony, go ahead. You're on with Dennis Rodman.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Dennis, just want to say I think you're an excellent basketball player, an excellent man. I wanted to just ask you what it was like to play with David Robinson, because you're being the way you are, and him being the straight arrow kind of guy.
He tried to set you straight?
He did.
He talked to you? Did you talking to?
Yeah, he tried to set me straight to Molly to go to church and things like that, you know.
Oh, dear.
I told him, I remember when you used to, just bang 2 or 3 girls a day.
He did?
I mean, back when he first came out, it was like, boom.
He used to bang 2 or 3 girls a day?
You know, 2 or 3 girls a week, whatever.
And you said that to him. You said, hey, I remember when you used to bang 2 or 3 girls.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden now he just...
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus this, Jesus that.
Yeah.
Right. So you would tell him, listen, man, don't preach to me.
Well, I just tell him, don't try to, take me down the straight and narrow road.
Right, that's not your thing.
It's not my thing right now.
Right.
Let you get straight in your own time.
That's right.
That's right.
I get straight, hard on.
Go ahead, Dwight, you're on the air.
Hi, Dennis. I love your
Dwight.
Different Dwight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, do you play golf with OJ?
Play golf with OJ? No.
You do not?
No, I do not.
You're not into golf, are you?
No.
I can't imagine.
OJ.
No. What is it?
Can I be a caller for a second? I have a question for Dennis. Hey, Dennis, I'm dying to ask you, what was that whole deal with you stealing a bagel on rollerblades? What was that all about?
What was this?
Oh, Dennis pretends he doesn't know anything.
What was this?
Down in Miami. It was in all the papers that you stole a bagel and the lady chased you and you were on rollerblades?
Yeah, man. That was
That was a big misunderstanding?
Yeah. 2 days ago, I was in the club last night. The guy said that the big rumor going around that you OD'd.
Did you OD?
No.
He did not.
So that story's completely, has no truth at all to it?
There's no truth, bro.
You never stole a bagel?
No.
Right.
No. I ate a bagel.
You did eat a bagel?
Yeah. I ate a bagel.
What's the strongest drugs you do? Pot?
Who?
You ever do pot? You ever smoke pot?
Pot?
Yeah.
What's that?
Marijuana?
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Are you not allowed to do that because you're in the NBA?
I don't do it.
What's your status now? Are you going to be in the NBA next season?
I'm going to play. Hopefully I'll play somewhere.
But I thought you signed up to become a wrestler.
That too.
And what do you...
I do it all, Howard. I do it all.
You really do, don't you?
I do it all. Books, movies,
everything.
TV, you name it.
You're multimedia.
You're damn right.
That's pretty impressive.
Damn right. I'm a lot better than you.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone is better than me.
You just got a regular job.
You feel very competitive with me, don't you? You do. You really do.
I can hold my own with you. Easy.
Yes, absolutely you can.
You know,
In what way?
Easy, you know.
When are you going to join a women's soccer team?
Huh?
When are you going to start playing women's soccer? That's what I want to know.
Women's soccer?
Yeah.
God, those girls are something else.
They're pretty amazing. So take me through your weekend. You went to Scores Friday night, and you did not bang any of the chicks.
Oh.
Right, you just hung out there.
Yeah, I saw my girlfriend, though. God.
And what time?
Stacy, Tracy?
Stacy, whatever.
Stacy?
Was she there, Stacy?
Yeah.
Your old girlfriend.
Is she following you?
I don't know what it is, dude.
You don't want to see her anymore?
No, hell no.
No, she's a stripper. She was a beautiful woman. I saw pictures of her. You seemed very close to her.
Yeah, it was all right then.
And now you don't want to see her?
No.
Why?
Just because it's just...
Is it because of the publicity?
No, she just... I don't know. I just have no attraction with her, man.
Really? It's over?
It's over.
It's over. Okay. Listen, it's over.
Yeah.
Well,
so what time were you up Friday night till? What time do you go to bed? What time is it Dennis Rodman?
Friday night I was in bed at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Right. And then you sleep till when?
No, I slept till like 11, you know, got up and I don't know what I did that day. Went to the Hamptons, I think.
It's all a haze.
Everything, all these days are just so connected together, man.
And what do you do at the Hamptons? Do you swim?
No, I went to this beach party or whatever, and it was just...
More parties?
Yeah, God, it's just...
And a lot of girls there?
Yeah, drinking Jägermeister. Oh, a lot of girls.
Drink a little Jäger?
Yeah.
You like Jägermeister?
That's right. That's right. You know, we went to the party that night, and ooh, wow. I got home by 7:30 in the morning.
Right.
You know, and they told me, you want to go to after hours? I said, oh, wow.
Jäger is like rocket fuel, isn't it?
It is.
And then what about Sunday? You stay in the Hamptons?
Well, we stayed last night.
Last night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
Went to a club called Boom.
And you went to another club?
Yeah.
Right. And what about these lawsuits pending against you about grabbing women's breasts and grabbing women's buttocks? What is that all about?
I don't know. I really don't know. You know, you got the whores in Vegas. Call girls are saying that I'm calling them sluts and bitches and all that crap. And I'm like, you're a damn whore. Mm-hmm. You're a slut. Okay, that's what your job is to be that. Okay?
Right.
And this woman sued me because I said a couple of things to her.
I see. So you're going to have to duke that out in court.
Yeah.
I see. Wow.
I might do it out of court, you know.
Out of court, right. Settle it up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Dennis, stop talking to people. It costs too much money.
Well, why don't you stay locked up in the house like me?
I can't trust nobody. I can't touch anybody, man.
Right. It's very, very dangerous for you.
Nobody.
Wow. This is an amazing story, the continuing saga of Dennis Rodman.
So who's managing you now? You're just taking care of your own...
Steve Chasman.
Oh, okay. You got some...
I, for one, would like to see you play more basketball. I know I was watching the Lakers when you played. When you stopped playing, I stopped watching the Lakers. Now, I can't tell you why. I can't tell you what it's about.
Dennis is exciting to watch.
You're exciting to watch. They should have kept you on the team, but you must have been so unbearable to work with.
No, it was great.
It's got to be.
Oh, Dennis.
I was great because I didn't have to talk to nobody. I didn't have to see nobody.
Right.
And once I left the practice, I left and just got the hell out of there. And I wasn't a distraction at all. They made it that way.
But why do you think? Don't you think the other players are looking at you and they're saying, "Why can't we be like Dennis?" And then the team is disrupted.
Well, that's their problem.
And so where do you go now? You're going to leave us, and where do you go?
I go to Rockford, Illinois.
And what will you do there? Why are you going to Rock? Of all places, why is
why do you think I'm going there?
I don't know. Why?
Is there a girl
Is
there?
there a girl?
No, I'm going to wrestle.
Oh, you're going to wrestle?
There's a wrestling match there.
You're going to wrestle?
Yeah.
Who are you going to wrestle?
I don't know.
You don't even care?
I don't care.
What do they pay you for that?
$1 million.
$1 million?
Not per match.
No, that's over. I have to do like 3 or 4 things. That's it.
Wow, that's good bread.
I don't have to wrestle. I can go in and just, act a fool and talk trash.
Look at the big smile on his face.
He's loving the whole thing.
I love life. I just lost one love. That's all.
That's all. You'll find another. I know you. You're going to find it.
I'm not looking for another one.
All right. Let me say thank you to Dennis Rodman.
Boy, that 3-week marriage must have been...
That threw him for a loop.
No, it did. It did.
It did.
It threw me for a big loop, bro.
Oh,
right.
dear.
Well, listen, congratulations on... I don't know, on what?
Well, what?
On what? There's nothing even to congratulate you on. I'm having a great life.
Yeah, I have a great life.
Right. And you seem happy. I was concerned about you after I saw you at the press conference. I saw you were breaking down. You were crying. You were crying that you're not making any money, that the press is after you.
The press is saying that you're doing it for money and there's no money in it.
I really felt like you were alone in the world and that the world was beating up on you. And I said, uh-oh, I think he's cracking. But now you seem like, now you seem a lot better.
I'll never crack.
You seem better now.
No, I'll never crack. It wasn't that. It's just,
It got to you.
I would like to know what all this pressure was.
Well, just, you know, it's just a lot of things going on at that particular time. Living in L.A. it's precious. If I live,
you didn't like L.A.?
I really didn't like the media. The people was great. Just the media really made it difficult.
Well, either way, if he had come to New York, there would have been
worse. It'd been worse.
Yeah.
Will you play in New York?
I can't play in New York.
Why?
There's no way. There's no way. I'll be in the paper every day.
There's no winning here.
No, you can win it, but I don't want my life in the papers every damn day.
And you want to play for L.A. and you want to play for Phil Jackson, right?
Yeah.
You do. Have you told him that? Did you meet with him?
Yeah.
You can't.
But Dennis, you realize the media is still there.
I know it's still there, but damn, it's like, at least this way they've got a taste of Dennis Rodman.
Dennis, what is it they're saying in the media that bothers you so much? I don't see them saying anything that bad. I mean, they just say you're wild and that's what you are.
You're sleeping with 2 women when your wife comes in. That's pretty
It's all true.
That's not true. It's not true, Howard.
Anthony, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard, what's happening? Dennis, you're the man, but I want to tell you, is this true about a rumor I heard that you're having sex with Jerry Buss's daughter, the owner of the L.A. Lakers now?
Oh, man.
Are you involved?
See what I'm saying?
Are you involved in an affair with the daughter of the owner of the Lakers?
Come on, Dennis, I got you.
No, you didn't get me, bro. I never had sex with
Dennis, you're the man, but I got you this time.
You don't, brother. Jenny Buss?
Jerry Buss's daughter, yeah?
Jeannie, I don't know. Jeannie.
Yeah, she's a hottie, blonde, beautiful girl.
Where you from?
I'm from Westchester, New York, man.
So where are you?
So this is a fabrication.
Yeah.
No, it is not, Dennis. It's the real thing.
Is it really?
Come on, Dennis.
Was you there?
You're the man. You get them all, I heard.
Yeah,
Dennis, you have never had an affair with her, have you?
No, never have.
Okay,
never have. I've never had an affair with that girl.
All right. Okay.
Never.
One last question. Rich, go ahead.
Morning, Howard.
Yes.
Morning, Dennis.
What's up, brother?
Dennis, you recognize me? My voice?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't, obviously. Who are you?
I'm the guy that gave him oral sex.
Oh, you are?
No.
And
Where were you when you gave Dennis Rodman oral sex?
I was in a hotel room in New York City.
Is that true, Dennis? Is that true that you have do you have a 90-degree bend?
Well, I broke my penis twice. I don't know about that.
Did you break your penis twice?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Jesus, I was giving it to her.
You broke your penis in the middle of sex?
Yeah.
Twice?
And what is that like? Do you have to be rushed to the hospital?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really. I was used to it, so I said, well, what the hell?
Doesn't it blow up very big?
Yeah, it does. It blowed up really big.
And what do you have to do for that? Isn't there tremendous pain?
Yeah, it is.
And you sat through the pain?
I sure did.
Right. Twice. Go ahead, yes.
The first day I was on a boat. And once I did, it was with Stacy, and blood went everywhere. Right. Everywhere.
Oh, my God.
The night they just, the unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blew up. Blew
the size of like a balloon.
Yeah.
Oof.
And what do you do? Do you not?
What you do?
Did you take a painkiller?
I tried to, but it just didn't work. Didn't work at all.
And weren't you so concerned that you went to a doctor?
Well, not really. I just wanted to go to the doctor to see if I, can get something for us. I went to this hospital here in New York. And when the examining room, everybody that worked in that damn hospital came down, pressed my Johnson, looked at it, touched it, said, well, the doctor be in just a minute. We'll be right back.
So none of them were doctors?
None of us doctors. They're just all walking in, looking at my thing and holding it and kind of, trying to fill it and where's the break at? Where's the tear at? I'm saying it's right there. Can you see it?
Do you feel they just, because you're a celebrity, they just wanted to see your genitals?
That's right.
Wow.
Then I got a phone call 2 weeks later saying, we have some pictures of your Johnson broken and we're going to sell them to National Guard. Yeah. National Guard if you don't give us $10,000.
Wow.
Oh, God.
And you just said, hey, I'm not giving you $10,000.
I said, go right ahead and sell it. I don't care.
Right, and then they never surfaced.
No, never did.
And the second time.
Well, so you were. This is very scary. You're involved in such rough sex.
That's me.
That you literally broke your genitals.
Yeah.
I guess you missed and you got hit the pelvis or something.
Yeah.
Bam.
I hit it on the side and boom.
Ooh.
And it bent like that's how yours is. Yours is kind of small.
Mine won't bend anyway.
Don't bend anyway. So it's just like that. It bent to the side like that way.
I gotta be honest with you. If I broke it once, I'd be careful.
Yeah.
But how did, the second time, same thing?
Same thing. Same thing.
Same woman?
No.
And the second time, did you bother going to the hospital?
No, not at all.
There's nothing they can do for it.
No.
And you didn't want everybody to look.
Isn't there a way they could? So now it is bent?
No, it's not bent.
Sir, you claim it's bent?
Yes. I'm just curious.
Did you have sex with this guy in a hotel room? Was it actually in a hotel room that it occurred, Dennis?
No, the guy had sex with, what's his name, Howard?
No, his name is, I'm Howard.
Okay.
This guy's name is Rich.
Rich. I know I have sex with Rich. Rich know better than that. You know better than
Well,
that.
listen, Dennis, you ran out of the room so quick, I never got to find out if you enjoyed it or not.
Thank you.
Yeah, it must have been kind of bad, wasn't it? If I ran out the room that quick.
Raul, you're on the air. You're the last caller because I have to. I mean, I could take up Dennis's whole day with this. Yes, go ahead, Raul.
No, I'm sick of people calling up talking about what a great guy Dennis Rodman is. You know,
no.
He's a guy who's got a ton of talent, and every team he's been on, you know, the only time he was a normal human being was when he played with Robinson. After that, every team he's been on, he wants to be the best thing in the.
Well, let me tell you something. You know, a lot of people say that when you played with Michael Jordan that he like straightened you out. That it wasn't really Phil Jackson. It was Michael Jordan who kept you in line. That's why you could show up every day playing for Chicago. Is there any truth to that, Dennis?
No, not at all. I mean, I was a lot worse in Chicago than I was in LA.
I was going to say, who said he was in line?
I was a lot
No, he
worse.
wasn't in line in Chicago. That's the whole thing. You know, even playing on a team with somebody like Michael Jordan, Dennis wanted to be the best thing on the court. You know, he wanted to be the one that drew the most attention. Meanwhile, he's playing on a team with a guy who's the best NBA player of all time.
And the most attention, wow.
Well, doesn't he just naturally draw attention? I mean, it just seems that I know when he played for L.A., I loved watching L.A.
Well, you know what? Nobody forced him to color his hair the colors that he did. All right.
All right. Thank you.
He could have. I mean, if he was a good enough player, then he could draw attention just by playing well.
All right. Thank you. This is crazy.
God almighty. You know,
yeah, what do you want, Jim?
Don't be a hater, right?
Yes, Jim? All right, no Jim. All right, listen, Dennis, you've gone through enough today.
You know, this is another pressure situation.
Yes, it is. I don't want to see you.
I want to go to Vegas now, man.
Dennis, it's great seeing you. You're not even promoting anything, are you? You just came in to say hello.
Well, that's nice of you.
That is nice of you. Yeah, I love when you come in. It's always exciting to see you, and we love hearing from you. The best phone call was the day we woke you up and Carmen was in here.
Oh, that was the best phone call ever. Right
that was the best.
Because I was still partying at that time. Was it 4:30 in the morning?
That was your best appearance ever.
It was.
Anywhere.
Because I was doing it at that particular time.
Well,
what?
I was just doing it.
He was partying.
I was partying.
Dennis, congratulations on not having sex since Carmen Electra.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I found something to congratulate you on. And congratulations on all your parties and your various wrestling events. And we look forward to you next season playing in the NBA.
Yeah, hopefully.
You're confident.
I'm very confident.
You will be with L.A. with Phil Jackson.
If it's with L.A.
You don't want to play for anybody else.
Well, if they don't want me in L.A., I can go somewhere else. And
you've been offered?
Yeah.
You have?
I've been offered a lot of teams.
What team?
There's a lot of teams.
All right, you can leave it at that.
But you're not coming to New York, so forget that, huh?
Yeah.
Can't happen.
No.
That's too bad. I would love it if you were in New York.
So you can clean that little mess up how with Carmen Electra. So she's not a bad woman.
No, I never said she was.
She's not a bad woman.
I would like to bang her.
No,
nobody ever said she was bad.
I can't imagine what she looks like naked. Must be beautiful.
It is. That's a work of art.
How's her boobies?
Work of art.
Implants, you don't mind?
Perfect from head to toe.
Really?
She's perfect from head to toe. So, you know, just think about that. Whoever guy she meets on dates, you know, more power to him. I'll go shake his hand.
Really? I bet you gave it to her so good she'll probably be ruined for anybody else. Is that right?
No, I don't think so. Alan. She's a cool chick.
We'll find out. All right, Dennis Rodman, everybody. We'll be back right after these. Well, thanks, Dennis.
What happens when a white reporter does a live broadcast during the L.A. riots?
I see smoke. Something. Can't tell. Oh, God!
The Howard Stern Show. Rock Radio. K-Rock. K-Rock. You're listening to a man who is so small, he couldn't even break a Cheerio. Howard Stern.
Yeah. Well, quite an exciting program with Dennis Rodman stopping by. Yes, Natasha, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Natasha.
Yeah, we've established that.
Okay, I just was calling in because forget this whole Eyes Wide Shut and American Pie the top selling for this weekend. I saw the Blair Witch Project, and it was so good. And I just wanted to give it the props that it really needs.
If I was the guys who own this film, I would quickly get it into mass distribution.
I think that they're going to do it. It was sold out. I was there Friday.
I would have gone to see it Friday night. I couldn't get in.
Yeah, they said it's breaking records.
It is, and they're only selling it in Angelica. I was there Friday. I called at 7:15, and by 5:30, they're already posting up sold out.
Well, maybe that's their way. It's a marketing plan because it makes it seem like, oh, gee, this is the movie you can't get in to see.
Yeah, it was a low-budget film, and
I know it couldn't have cost more than $5,000 to make.
Yeah, $5,000 to make that film.
But it was so good, really. You guys got to see it.
Well, whenever somebody does something original, it tends to create attention.
Yes.
And there's so few things that are original now that...
Very true.
Having dealings with Hollywood, I must tell you, they're so conservative and so afraid.
Yep.
You know, they just are so frightened.
They don't want to do it.
It's true. I mean, a lot of studios are very frightened of Fart Man because of the name. They're like, oh, my God, we can't do a film named Fart Man. I found a couple of studios that want to make it now. But in the beginning, forget about it. It was very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I say go for it.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Who is there drinking into the microphone? Is that Freddie? He would love sharing his coffee.
Well, all of you just eat and drink and don't include us.
Party it up, baby. Yeah. Maybe kill your mic when you do that. I try to keep their mics up. I put them down. I don't know what to do. Constant movement back there. Let me just mention something real quick here. Well, maybe I won't. Well, remember I was telling you on the air that really what I want more than anything is to have cable modem for your computer?
Yes, in your home.
And then, remember I said on the air that there was some issue about the fact that when you get cable modem, it leaves you open to hackers?
It does? I didn't know that.
And, Jackie, you were asking me about that? Well, here is a big article. It was in the New York Times last week. High-speed lines leave door ajar for hackers. And what they're saying is that when you have a computer set up, when your computer is connected, there's something called a firewall. The firewall protects you from a hacker coming in. And what a firewall is just another computer that really has no information on it, and it would be very hard for a hacker to hack through. When your cable modem is on, it's an open pipe to the Internet, which means also that when people connect through a phone line, after a few minutes, the phone will disconnect if you don't use your computer.
Right.
A cable modem is this big pipe that's open all the time, which is nice, because whenever you click on your Internet, you're on. But hackers have equipment that says, all right, scan the Internet for people who are connected by cable modem. Once they know that, they can actually get into your computer.
They have an open pipeline into your computer.
Into your computer, and there is no firewall. It is a direct line into your computer. And one guy's talking about how he just turned on his computer and he actually saw somebody erasing everything out of his computer.
Wow.
So you got to be very careful with this.
So do you really want cable modem?
Well, I was offered an opportunity to have it, and I passed. So I guess they got to work that out.
So the only way to combat that is to, actually disconnect it each time when you get off?
That's what they're saying, but I don't know how you would do that. You got to, they have a whole, if you want the article, I'll give it to you.
So even when you're not on the Internet, it's still open?
That's right.
Wow.
That's right, all the time. And there are screwballs out there who will spend their whole day trying to hack into any system.
They seem to have nothing else to do.
Yeah, here, you can read through it, Jackie. Maybe you can figure out how they're suggesting that you can avoid this. But I don't know that there's an answer yet.
They haven't worked it all out yet.
No. They haven't worked it all out yet. Yes, you're on the air, Troy.
Hey, Howard. How's it going, buddy? Hey, and the whole JFK tragedy thing today, I have not heard anybody talk about how kick-ass your Saturday show was.
Did they run the Saturday show?
Yes, it was awesome. Your show gets better and better and better. If your show wasn't on TV on the weekends, there would be no TV on the weekends. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thanks for blowing some sunshine up my ass. I'll give you that. But I'll tell you something. The show this week was great. We worked on it for a long time. And, that had, of course, the date.
Yes, the prom date.
The prom date.
The prom date was great, and I love the little cartoon with you in Japan.
Wasn't that great? I love that guy who was doing the stuff for us. And he's going to be doing a lot more stuff for us next season.
Oh, he is so tall.
That was funny. That was so funny.
Yeah, thanks, man.
But the whole show was great, man.
Thank you, bro.
Well, you're doing a great job. Have a good day, buddy.
Thank you. Yes, Saturday nights, if, a lot of markets, they canceled. The show was considered too controversial. And quite frankly, we revamped the whole show, and I think that it's a shame. If they'd hung in there with us, they would have had a great show for Saturday nights. But the markets that have it on, which is 50 markets, we are kicking ass. I just saw the latest ratings report.
Well, maybe those other markets can now jump back on board.
Yep. It's a good show. It is a good show. Because I see what else is on. There's nothing that good on. But everything about me is very controversial. People like to see me fail. I'm tired of the media.
It was too much pressure.
Too much pressure.
Too many things going on. I couldn't be married and play basketball.
Yeah. And tie my shoe. John, you're...
He took time off to say
Hi, how's it going?
That's funny. Dennis is so great. What a great guest. I applaud Dennis Rodman. John, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
All right.
I just heard you talking about the T1 and the cable modem coming in.
Yes. No, I have a T1. The T1 will allow you to put up a firewall.
Okay. But I don't know if you realize, out of an old 486, like an old $300 computer, you can make a firewall for a cable modem.
That's what they say, but they're saying that even that will not be enough defense against hackers.
See, but once you get the firewall set up, if you put any type of protection program on there, it's enough for most hackers. Somebody has to really want to get in.
Well, not according to Jeff Schick from IBM. He says that there is no firewall for a cable modem, but what can I tell you?
Oh, I just heard you talking. I figured I'd put it in. Great job.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
The great Jeff Schick of IBM.
Yes, he has a firewall story for us?
No, he says that you cannot...
There is no
firewall that will protect you from hackers if you have a cable modem, that the most diligent hackers will get through. And I tend to believe him. And there's the article in the New York Times backing it up. So he's just not saying anything. Out of school. All right, so Robin, what's in the news?
Oh, dear. What is in the news?
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy. What is it, George?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I want to talk to you about the cable modem.
Oh.
You're going to have no problems with the cable modem.
No, the cable modem works fine. The problem is if someone wants to hack into your computer, they can.
If you have your security settings set the right way, you're not going to have any problems. I got it with Cablevision. I have absolutely never had a problem.
Well, just because you haven't had just because you haven't had a problem doesn't mean someone else wouldn't.
Any of my friends have had it, and they've never had a problem either.
Well,
because if you have your security settings set in Windows 95, that you don't allow any of like the other protocols except TCP/IP, you'll never have a problem with it.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's not what I'm hearing. And I don't know. I tend to believe Jeff Schick from IBM because he's pretty much up on this crap.
Well, he's a smart guy, but I got a firewall program installed on here also, and I've just never had a problem with it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Take it easy.
They want you to do this.
I want to do it. I love a fast connection to the Internet. It is so great. You can watch TV, listen to radio. But the faster the connection, the better it is. The less you are dependent on the networks. Hell, I go on there with a T1 connection, and I'm watching CNN News, and I'm watching all kinds of different programs, alternate programs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's cool.
On the Internet.
It's the end of the networks. It really is. I mean, this is the very beginning of this stage, but it is the end of the networks. Program
They may figure out a way.
I don't know. I see it as I think the way we communicate is going to completely change from the Internet. And it's funny. I was reading a quote. You know that guy who took over, the guy from Seagram's, the kid, Bronfman, who took over Universal Pictures?
Yes.
And they say that, he should have just stayed in the alcohol business. There was a quote he had. He said, man, the Internet isn't such a big deal. It's just the CB radio for the 90s.
Ooh.
And there's a guy who is so limited in his view.
Big mistake.
I mean, honest to God. I mean, the Internet is everything. It's going to change the way we communicate personally. It's the way.
It's going to, you talk about information, the way people get information and exchange ideas is going to change.
Yeah, it's not even there yet, but if you're a fan of the Internet and you go on the Internet, you can see that everything is happening on the Internet. You see that it's big. You won't need to watch TV anymore in the traditional sense. You won't wait for somebody to have a program. If, like, Seinfeld wants to put on a program, you'll go to Seinfeld.com, and they'll present their own TV programming. They're not going to need any network.
Whenever you want it.
24 hours a day.
And you get it whenever you want it. You don't have to wait for it to come on at 8 o'clock.
Artist wants to sell you an album. You don't have to wait for a record store. You don't have to wait for a record company. Go to .com, download on an MP3.
You could get it the same afternoon that they record it.
Right.
You could get it while they're recording.
That's right.
You can be there.
It's going to change the way we do everything. Right now, I was talking to a guy in Japan. I could see him, and he could see me, and we could talk. We had nothing to say, but nevertheless,
One of these days,
the technology
will think of something.
Right.
All right, to get to the news, there are a couple of things that happened besides JFK Jr.'s death over the weekend.
Yeah, you might as well skip JFK Jr.'s death.
Well, I'll get to it, because there are some additional points that we can make. But Florida's electric chair, we've talked about the Florida electric chair before. They had an episode down there where they were trying to execute a guy with the electric chair, and it didn't take the first time, and then they had to do it again, and the guy's head caught on fire.
Yeah.
But
did he die when his head caught on fire?
Well, I think he did eventually die, yes. But it was a mess. It was terrible.
Oh, poor baby.
And, you know, they were saying, well, that was cruel and inhumane, and you can't be executing people like that and have their heads explode and stuff.
Why not?
So, but they continue to keep the electric chair around. Now they're saying after this latest episode, it may be time to get rid of it. They say a recent execution resulted in a blood-soaked spectacle. 2 weeks after blood flowed from the nose of a man most recently executed in the chair, state officials, lawmakers, and death penalty opponents say the incident has sparked renewed interest in changing the way Florida metes out its ultimate punishment. As I said, in March of 1997, flames shot from the head of Pedro Medina, whose fiery death was blamed on a defective sponge used to conduct electricity. The electric chair continues to be a focal point of all kinds of discussions down there because each time they try to use it, something goes wrong. So, since 1924, 240 inmates have died in Florida's electric chair, including serial killers Ted Bundy and Julius Bonanno, who in 1998 became the first woman executed in the chair. But the chair probably is going to have to be retired because things keep happening. This time the guy his nose just started bleeding profusely.
Why do we care if they suffer a bit? Who cares? Really? Execute them 5 times. Cares? I sometimes wonder, but, I guess the state doesn't want to be brutal murderers. They just want to put these people out of commission. I say do it slower. Find a more faulty chair.
Maybe that would be a deterrent, huh?
And put it on pay-per-view.
Your head is going to catch on fire.
And give the money to the families. That's what I think.
Well, I don't see. Executions used to be very public. People would bring their children to come and watch.
Of course. My kids would feel deprived.
It was like a picnic. People would camp out. They'd bring food.
Right.
It was amazing. Now we can't watch.
Right.
I want to say congratulations to my vet, Dr. Zankope.
Yeah, I read that in the paper.
Yes, they held a grand jury, they presented evidence, and the grand jury decided not to indict.
Yeah, the guy did a mercy killing.
Helping a friend out of her misery.
The woman was in uncontrollable pain over breast cancer, was about to die.
There was nothing else they could do. Yeah. He said it was either going to be hours or days.
So he helped her out.
Left, and she had asked for assistance, according to this article I'm reading. I haven't talked to him yet, but I'm very happy to hear that he can go on with his life now. The grand jury decided that it was an incredibly sympathetic case, and they didn't feel that any jury would have convicted him.
Do you still use him as a vet?
Of course.
You do?
Of course. In fact, it's time for the 4 boys to get their checkup. So we will be going there shortly.
Take your cat for a checkup?
Every year, yes. You don't take your animals for checkups?
You don't even go for a checkup every year.
I go for, the things I have to.
No, you don't.
I do, too.
Do you?
I see a gynecologist a couple of times a year and
Why?
stuff like that. Because they tell you have to.
I don't do any of that. I haven't seen a gynecologist once.
Well, you don't have what they're looking for.
People say once you're over 40, you're supposed to get a,
I don't
anus probe.
Physical.
Yeah, I don't care.
But,
let me go.
I do the pap smear thing and that sort of thing.
Pap smear. That's got to be fun. Does it hurt?
No, not really. We're talking about animals. I think I read in one of the tabloids, you have a chocolate lab, right?
I have a black lab, yeah.
I have a black lab. Apparently, Arnold Schwarzenegger's family had a chocolate lab.
Yes.
And he ran over it with a Humvee.
Nice.
I didn't see it.
That was you.
Dog.
I'm the Terminator.
That's what was written on the side of the Humvee.
He rides around in a Humvee that says Terminator?
Yeah, and he backed over the family dog.
Does he want to be noticed wherever he drives?
I guess so.
Like, I don't put shock jock on my car. I don't want people following me. I thought he's all upset about people following him. He said the tabloids were chasing him.
Maybe he didn't use this Humvee except for around the property. I don't know. But it had Terminator on the side of it. I really don't know. A Broadway star is still shaken, they say, after a grilling by cops. Broadway star Alton Fitzgerald White remained still kind of shocked yesterday or the day before after he described a 5-hour trip to hell that began when cops roped him in along with suspected drug dealers caught in his Harlem building.
So what?
White said the cops from the 33rd Precinct held him for hours on Friday, strip searching and repeatedly grilling him without reading him his rights, even after learning he was in Broadway's ragtime.
So what?
Would you like to be strip searched?
No, but if I'm a suspect, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Hilarious. You would be shaken. I bet you. You can't even go for a prostate exam.
I'm happy to help the police. They need to strip search me and look at my buttocks.
They don't even have to.
Let them do it, and then I'll be done with it. They'll see I don't have anything.
I'm sure you're speaking without very much experience.
I'd fart. The full aroma.
He says, I realized they didn't care.
Mr. Stern, we need to strip search you. Go right ahead.
They went to White's building after getting a report of 4 Hispanic men running into the building. They found 6 men in the lobby, including White, and a kilo of cocaine. But White said he and 3 acquaintances were walking through the building's lobby to the street when the cops arrived. They had noticed 2 Hispanic men who didn't live there. White said he opened the front door for the female cop trying to be a gentleman and thinking the police would shoo out the intruders. Instead, he and his companions were set upon, searched, and arrested with the Hispanic men.
Well, the cops have to go down and sort it out, that's all. Obviously, they see that he was honest, and they let him go. Tell him to get over it.
Strip search, though. Maybe you can talk to the guy a little bit before you take down his pants.
Well, it's the only way you're really going to know what's up. Let's take a break. We'll come back and tell you more news right after these words.
This is...
What'd you say your name was again?
The Howard Stern Show. 92.3 K-Rock. Hello? Rock Radio. K-Rock.
Howard Stern!
So we're back, and we're doing the news for you. Also, tomorrow's show.
Robin Clemens.
Right.
Don't talk over that guy.
Tomorrow, director Kevin Smith. Later this week, Tori Spelling, Fred from Limp Bizkit. A hot girl will get down here later in the week naked and be beaten with a badminton racket. That's right.
Did Kevin and his wife just have a baby?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know what he...
an announcement from Kevin Smith, and I wasn't sure if it was him.
I don't even know why he's coming in. I'm not even sure why we're having him on.
He's got a great story about Chevy Chase.
All right, that's a good one. Queen for a Day, Dial a Date with Playboy Centerfold Triplets, and Sable, formerly of the WWF.
So that is the Kevin Smith.
Hey, you know what's kind of funny with all that coverage of JFK Jr.? You know, did you notice that there's a place in that whole area called Akina?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the maps?
Yeah, that's where a lot of the news is coming out of, Akina.
But Akina is Gayhead. And did you notice they didn't know whether to call it Gayhead or Akina?
I kept hearing Gayhead, but I'm seeing Akina. Why does it have 2 names?
Well, because it's a great story. Gayhead is the beach.
Uh-huh.
And the residents there, I guess, voted a couple of years ago. They didn't want to be known as Gayhead.
figuring they'd attract the wrong crowd.
But there is a part of the beach that's gay.
Uh-huh.
You know, that a lot of gay people like to go to, but that's not why they called it Gayhead. It was always Gayhead.
Okay.
And, in fact, remember Baba Booey was telling the story about when he was at that nude beach and the fly kept landing on his ass?
Yeah. He was at Gayhead?
He was at Gayhead. And Gayhead is known for its clay. It's a clay beach, and a lot of people go down there naked and rub themselves with clay. It has medicinal
I see.
purposes, supposedly. You know, they believe
So
that.
it's like a spa treatment.
Yeah, so a lot of things, you go down there, you see gay guys with their genitals, you know, and everything, smeared in clay, running around and, like, holding driftwood and hopping up and down on the beach.
Oh.
So the residents decided they had enough of this. They wanted to change the name of the town from Gayhead to Wakena. But the news was calling it Gayhead, much to the chagrin of the locals.
I see.
Yeah. See, I know all this crap. What else you want to know?
You're from up there.
I'm not from up there.
Well, you went to school there.
I know, but I never left my dorm room.
Oh.
You know that.
As usual.
I didn't know how to do that.
I was just, you know, it's funny you should say that because I was reading in the paper or somewhere over the weekend that
I didn't know you were allowed to leave your dorm room.
that Jerry Seinfeld and his girlfriend have gone off to Italy.
Right.
And now a couple of other people are going to Italy. And I'm like, why don't you do things like that? You say you never want to go anywhere.
I don't want to go anywhere.
Everybody's going to Italy now. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what I'm supposed to do, or Jerry Seinfeld's supposed to do?
No, I mean, you know how there always become
He's retired.
these great vacation spots, and then all of a sudden all the stars go there?
I'll tell you why I don't go there. First of all, I'm too tall for Italy. Most Italians are small. Number two, that's why I won't go to Japan. Number two,
You're not going to Japan because it's too far away.
unlike Jerry Seinfeld and other celebrities, so most celebrities are in the movie business or the record business, and they do work for an intense period of time, and then they have time off for months and months and months, as you know.
Yeah, but Jerry's just off.
I'm a working stiff. I have a job.
But even working stiffs, like Ronnie went to Hawaii.
I know. But when I get time off, I like to retreat to my room in my house, my special room, and I like to sit there by myself, and I like to relax, and I like to do all the things that I don't normally get to do, which is simple domestic things like sleep late, go on my computer without having to worry about having to go to bed,
sleep late,
watch TV,
sleep late,
sleep some more. I take a nap every day.
Good Lord, you nap even?
I nap. I love to nap. I love napping. I love sleeping.
So you nap
and sleep.
And sleep.
Napping is different than sleep. I get tired around 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the internet. Then I go on the internet, and then I might watch some movies. And I find that on a regular weekend, I can't decompress from what I do for a living. I need to find material for the next Monday and all of that. I need to.
But you could sleep late.
And I don't want to leave my dog because now I have a dog and I enjoy the dog. I mean, I have things that I enjoy.
So you can't get away from the dog.
Can't get away from the dog. That's right. So I really don't want to go anywhere. And you sound like my wife. She says, well, I want to go somewhere. And I said, well, we'll go.
I didn't say I want to go somewhere with you. I just wondered, I just said, why isn't Howard doing this?
Well, Howard is...
Seinfeld can go away. Howard can go.
Howard's a miserable man. So miserable you have no idea.
Oh, dear. Is there any cure for this misery?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know. You can't get that.
It's a cure.
The other funny
it's a
thing
very severe cure.
Jerry Seinfeld, they were saying, like his girlfriend is that woman who left her husband after the honeymoon.
Right.
The honeymoon was in Italy.
Ah.
Jerry's taking her back there.
Why not?
That was wrong.
Oh, dear. Remember the white couple in Staten Island who went to a fertility doctor and they got the woman implanted with a couple of fertilized eggs, and one turned out to be a black child and the other one was their child?
Yes.
She carried the babies to term and gave birth to a black child and a white child and was planning to raise them as brothers. And then this black couple shows up, and they're the biological parents of the black child. So when the mother found out about that, she decided, oh, geez, those people never had a baby. So she said, all right, look, I still love this child, and this is my son is this child's brother, and I want them to be raised knowing each other and getting along with each other. And the black couple agreed, and then they took the baby, and then they didn't want to go through with all this visitation and everything. So finally there was a court case, and the black couple have gotten full custody of their black child. Because they said it got very confusing. The birth mother would come there, and she wouldn't use, the black couple changed the child's name. She wouldn't use the new name. She would refer to herself as mommy and ignore the black mother of the child.
Right.
So it got very confusing, and they felt that their hands were tied, this black couple. So finally they have complete custody of their child, and I don't know what will happen in terms of visitation anymore, but...
The white woman should never have given up custody of the black baby, and I'll tell you why. She went to the clinic. It's the clinic's mistake, but nevertheless, she carried this baby to full term with twins alongside this other baby, and it was her baby. Now,
but the thing is, they said in court she would have lost custody anyway.
Once she decided to give the baby over to the black couple, then, like an adoption, you got to let somebody else raise them, and that's it. But they are her children. Maybe she would have lost custody. If I was the judge, I would have let the white woman keep both babies, as odd as that sounds, because I am against all of these shenanigans that go on.
If it was your child, you would have wanted it.
No. Not if another woman carried it.
Oh, yes, you would have.
No.
You would have.
No.
You would have.
No.
If you had no other children.
No.
And had no other way of getting another child.
No.
You would have.
No.
No.
No. No. No. No. No. No. And I'm not getting my pilot's license either. That's another thing you'll never see me doing.
We have a friend who's doing that.
We do?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Greg All.
Oh, please.
Is taking lessons. And
I'll tell you something.
He's talking about it for a long time.
I would fly with Greg All. Greg All is one of the most intelligent guys I know.
No, he's got the license.
He has got his license.
He's invited me up a couple times, but I'm just too nervous to fly in those small planes.
Can I tell you something? I'm nervous to fly with a professional pilot in a small plane. But if I had to pick someone to fly with, I'd fly with Greg. I would not have flown with John F. Kennedy Jr.
Well, now in the paper today, they're saying he was a careful pilot.
Well, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have instrumentation training, and he's flying at night.
Greg.
Then I wouldn't fly at night with Greg.
And they
can I tell you something? Like, Greg flew somewhere. He flew down to Virginia once, and then conditions weren't good, and he stayed a couple of days because he didn't want to fly in bad conditions.
That makes sense.
Well, the other thing that I learned about JFK was it wasn't supposed to be a nighttime flight. We're talking about how he could only fly visually.
Yeah.
It was not supposed to be a nighttime flight. He wanted to take off during the day, but apparently his wife's sister got tied up at work. And she was the one who caused the delay of the trip until later in the evening.
Well, then they shouldn't have done it. And I got news for you. I am for the complete banning, listen to this, of these private planes.
That's ridiculous.
Hold it. Hold it.
Okay.
Only if they are flown by a professional pilot. Because I know these bastards are going to end up landing on my house.
Nobody's landed on your house yet.
So far I've been lucky.
You are terrible.
I'm not.
Since we're into this,
I'm not terrible. I'm just trying to save human life.
Coast Guard Rear Admiral Richard Larrabee.
Okay.
We are going to shift, and I say shift very purposefully, from our focus on search and rescue to search and recovery.
That was the announcement that let everybody know that they no longer had any hope of finding JFK Jr., his wife, or her sister alive.
Of course.
They said out at the outside, 12 to 18 hours in that water, maybe. But there were no provisions in the plane for survival. There was no survival equipment for flying over water, number 2.
We know that the aircraft was not equipped with any survival equipment, life rafts, life jackets, anything of that nature.
Wouldn't have helped. That's why they're not equipped. I mean, when you go down in a plane like that, you ain't going to live.
Oh, you never know.
They even say an experienced pilot should have been able to land on water.
Yes, because they said that had the kind of bottom where you could put it down on the water if you retracted the landing gear.
Right.
Want to know something? Most of those times that they survive, it's only in shallow water, not in the deep water that they went down.
Right, well, let me tell you something. They went down, it's pretty obvious that he got confused. And when you're up in the sky like that and it's pitch black and it's hazy, you have no idea, they say, even knowing if you're flying upside down. That's how your equilibrium is completely off. Everyone's acting like this flying is driving a car.
You lose sight of the horizon.
Right.
And if you don't know where that is, you don't know what position you're in.
No.
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 That's right.
No.
It's very
No.
Mom, you want me flying a plane?
No.
Mom, do you want me walking?
No.
Do you want me leaving the house?
No.
See?
No. No. No.
They say the officials say divers will start checking out possible targets in the water 60 to 80 feet deep today. Searchers are interested in a couple of targets spotted by sonar on the ocean floor near the island of Martha's Vineyard, but the Coast Guard stresses they're simply potential targets and not necessarily plane wreckage.
Right.
Of course, condolences are pouring in. President Clinton yesterday extended the nation's condolences during a White House dinner for Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak. Here is President Clinton.
I am sorry.
Ehud Barak.
Ehud Barak. We offer our prayers for John Kennedy, Carolyn Bessette, and Lauren Bessette, and for their families.
Also, the Israeli Prime Minister offered his condolences to the family.
We share America's sorrow tonight. The little boy who sustained your nation and the world in a moment of grief is lost at the high noon of his own promise.
Whatever.
Australia's acting Prime Minister also sent a message of sympathy to the Kennedy family, and Pope John Paul says he's praying for them all. Here is correspondent Bill Lynch, who takes a look back at JFK Jr.'s life.
From the moment of his birth until his death.
Wow, what a voice and delivery on this guy.
John F. Kennedy Jr. was America's Crown Prince.
America's Crown Prince. Do I sound anything like that?
No.
America's... I don't even know how to get my voice like that.
He sounds like one of those guys who does those animal documentaries.
Yeah. America's Crown Prince.
Born November 25th.
Born November 25th. Man, how the hell do you do that?
1960, shortly after his father was elected president. An adoring American public watched.
Adoring American public.
Closely during that short administration that came to be known as Camelot. Young Kennedy captured the hearts of the world when as a toddler.
Young Howard Stern captured the attention of the world at his age of 24. And he began...
He stood on the steps of the National Cathedral and saluted his slain father's casket. Former correspondent...
If I ever go down on a plane, you think I'll get this kind of coverage?
No. Just rest assured, this is not going to happen. You might as well live a long life.
I'm not America's Crown Prince.
Correspondent Paul Niven described the scene.
Mrs. Kennedy leans over to talk to John.
Imagine me in a nosedive with my nose.
Yesterday, a Secret Service man gave John Jr. a small American flag during the services at the Rotunda. John looked up and said, "Could I have another one for my daddy?"
Kennedy's mother, Jacqueline, tried to raise...
Listen to this guy. Kennedy's mother, Jacqueline. God, I wish I had a delivery like that.
And his sister.
He'd make tons of money not knowing anything.
Right.
Hey, here's a guy on the phone. He's mad at me for dissing John Kennedy. Now, did I ever diss him? See how
is he mad for what you used to say or what you said today?
I don't know, but I'm just saying...
You haven't at all. I don't think you...
No, I was talking about actually how affected I was by it. But, you see, people tune in waiting for me.
To diss, so they assume.
You got balls, you bastard.
Hello?
Yeah, Mike.
Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not even mad about what you said, dude. I just want to tell you that I loved you and you rock.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right, do you love me too?
No. Because you lied.
No.
Don't love liars.
No.
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 I don't love you.
No.
Do you love him, Mom?
No.
What else is in the news, Rob?
Well, of course, John Kennedy is in the news. Here's a friend of his from Salt Lake City. It says here that many have given up hope that they will be found alive. So this is how he would like John Kennedy to be remembered. John Perry Barlow.
John Perry Barlow.
As somebody who knew him well, I hope people can remember him as a person of substance and grace and dignity and intelligence and warmth.
So that's what he had to say about him. They say that the family is secluded, both families, the Bessette family in Greenwich and the Kennedy family in various places. Caroline, the last survivor of the immediate family of John F. Kennedy
Senior.
Yes, she is out on Long Island at the family home there.
They're kayaking.
not kayaking now. She was out west somewhere kayaking. She flew back and is on Long Island waiting for news.
I never saw a family so driven to do extreme sports.
Yes.
Every wacky thing.
Kayaking, skiing, and football at the same time. The skydiving on a parasail on rollerblades.
In fact, I heard that even, what was the father's name?
Joe Sr.
Joe Kennedy Sr.
Joseph Kennedy Sr.
He would take his kids skiing, and after they had done a difficult run, he'd
push them off a mountain.
Go up and do a harder one.
Yeah.
Because they didn't come down hurt.
Right. Yeah, as long as they were still standing, they hadn't done enough.
How about the nude bowling?
Nude bowling.
You read about that? In the wintertime.
That was something that escaped me. I didn't hear about that.
Go up and nude bowl on rollerblades. Don't come back till you break your genitals like Dennis Rodman.
They are also saying now that he and his wife, of course, did not have children, were desperately seeking to have children, but they were held back by the intense media attention. Journalist Krista D'Souza
the media attention held them from having a child?
Says in a British newspaper that last year Kennedy told her he'd even thought of a name for a son.
What was the name?
Flynn. But his wife, Carolyn, apparently wasn't too fond of it. She says that they were waiting because neither of them could bear the idea of all the media attention. So, that's why they did not have children as of yet. There was always speculation as to whether something was going on there, but that's what was holding them back.
Right.
So, the bad part about this is that you still have to wait for the bodies to be found if they can.
I don't think they will.
In order to even have some kind of a funeral or a memorial service or to really have closure.
Right.
On the situation for the family, anyway.
Robin, we'll take a break and come back and do the rest of the news right after the end.
Who's the man? Who's the man? Howard Stern.
I'm not going to tell you I love you, but I do like you a lot.
Really? Brutal.
The Howard Stern Show. Rock Radio, K-Rock. Rock Radio, K-Rock. The Howard Stern Show.
Tomorrow I have more of that Jesse Ventura press conference that we didn't get to hear because the quality was so bad. I have it now, and it's pretty good. What else is in the news, Robin?
Well, everybody was consumed with the tragedy surrounding the Kennedy family, but David Cohn, who was pitching for the Yankees yesterday, pitched a perfect game.
He picked a bad weekend to do it.
I mean, I guess you can't tell when these things are going to happen to you or hold off until another game.
I didn't think it was any big deal anyway. It was against Montreal.
Well, they said that for the last 2 innings, the whole crowd was standing. So I guess the people in the stands got into it. Here's David Cohn.
Everyone should be able to pitch a no-hitter against Montreal.
Well, not everybody has, though.
I'm shocked.
After 5 innings, you kind of notice what's going on. In the 6th inning, I said, I'm not going to allow myself to think about it. And I had a real quick 6th inning, almost all fastballs. And then you get into the 7th and 8th and 9th. And, boy, from there, you're just, you don't know what to think.
Right. Because you think, oh, what if, like, in the bottom of the 9th, somebody gets a hit?
Somebody drops a ball.
Yeah. It was a perfect game or a no-hitter? Perfect game.
Perfect game.
Wow. That is amazing.
Here, Cohn says Yankee Stadium is magical.
It seemed like after Chuck Knobloch made that great play up the middle, I thought for sure, there it goes. It's a base hit up the middle, and Chuck just made a great play and a great throw. And I thought at that point, maybe there is something to this mystique or this magic in this ballpark.
So he's attributing it to the ballpark.
It could be magic. Uh-oh. What is that song? Uh-oh, it's magic. Isn't that the song?
Sounds like it could be any one of about.
What is that song, Fred?
No, that's oh, it's magic.
Yeah.
You know.
You know. What?
I said you like a lot of faggy songs.
I didn't say I like it. I'm just singing it.
You know it.
Well, of course. You don't know it? You don't know that song?
I refuse to.
If you know it too, then you're faggy. Anybody who knows what I'm talking about is gay. All right, go ahead, Robin. Did David Cohn say anything else?
Yes, he said that the fact that he pitched a perfect game defies astronomical odds.
Probably got a better chance of winning the lottery than this happening today. But
too bad you didn't win the lottery.
What an honor. I mean, all the Yankee legends here today. Don Larson in the park, Yogi Berra Day. You know, it makes you stop and think about the Yankee magic and the mystique of this ballpark.
It's amazing it was Yogi Berra Day. Yogi Berra for so many years refusing to come to Yankee Stadium because of his feud with George Steinbrenner, but they patched things up.
Yeah, so he was there yesterday, and so was the guy who pitched the first perfect game for the Yankees. And his buddy David Wells, who pitched a no-hitter last year, or a perfect game last year, welcomed Coney to the club.
What number is that?
Number 11. Here's David Cohn talking about that.
Good guy.
Oh, David Cohn talking about it.
I walked right into Joe Torre's office after the game, and Boomer's on the phone. And he welcomed me to the club and said he was going to fly in and party with me tonight. So I'm expecting him any minute.
That he would definitely do.
Right.
He loves to party. Only person I think who parties more than him is Dennis Rodman.
That's right. Rodman's an amazing guy. Could party all night and then go play a game.
Yeah. 2 U.S. soldiers have been killed in an accident in Kosovo, the first American peacekeepers to die in that province. A spokesman for the peacekeeping force says the soldiers' armored vehicle overturned yesterday after losing a track. It happened in something called Nilani, or Nilane, where the U.S. forces are based. 3 other soldiers were hurt. So we got people over there, and they're having accidents. Roseanne got bad news over the weekend. Actually, she probably got it on Friday. We didn't find out about it till...
Would Tom Arnold move back in?
No, not that bad. NBC is yanking Roseanne's new talk show from its 10 biggest markets, including New York, even though it'll cost the network $12 million. They've decided they can do better without her. They agreed when they made a contract with King World not to cancel the show for 2 years. But I guess the ratings have been really off for the Roseanne talker. And they said it's hurting the programs that come on after her. So they need to get rid of Roseanne, even if it'll cost them money. That will hurt the program further because the ratings will really suck. King World says they're not dumping her yet.
I didn't know it was still on.
Yeah, it comes on in the morning, so you would never see it.
But it was off.
No, still there. Of course, Eyes Wide Shut was the #1 movie at the box office this weekend.
People say it's horrible.
Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise movie made $22.8 million at the box office.
You see her boobs in that movie or not?
I don't know.
Yeah. You can't get a straight answer on it.
I thought she was nude and he wasn't.
People say there's no chemistry between the two of them, which is odd because they're married.
That's happened before.
They say you come out with the opposite feeling because, you know, as I was saying, you know, this guy sues everyone who ever accuses him of being gay. And listen, I don't know what he is. I could care less, but I know the guy protests like crazy when someone says it. And this movie, to me, looked like one big ad saying, look, I banged my wife. But people say they walk out and they feel like he's gay.
Maybe you shouldn't.
They feel like they felt like the whole movie theater was gay. So it had the opposite effect. Yeah. Not that he's gay. I'm not saying he's gay. I'm saying it had the opposite effect. They didn't feel it was sexual.
Nobody got in there and said, wow, what hot lovemaking.
Right.
We got a problem.
Yep.
So no one felt there was any chemistry, and people walked out and they were telling people online, don't go in. That's how mad they were, and they booed at the end of the film.
People were walking out, we heard, in mid-film.
Now, some people say that Stanley Kubrick, the director, actually died because he didn't want to be responsible for the film.
Stop that.
That's right.
I hadn't heard that theory.
He said
find that on the internet?
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to live through the reviews. Well, a lot of people are saying that the guy became a recluse. He had locked himself in the house for 20 years. How could he be in touch with anything that was going on in the world? But I don't know.
Yeah, but he was locked in that house when he made those other movies.
Yeah, he was locked in the house when he made Full Metal Jacket. That was a great film. I don't know. I'm still curious to see it. Isn't that odd?
Of course. You have to be. You have to see what it looks like when he's making out with her.
Yeah. Mission Impossible. But listen, I couldn't care less about his sexuality. I couldn't care less to see him.
It's such a big deal.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's made it into a big deal. keeps screaming about it.
Well, here he is to talk about. I bet you we won't see any more publicity from him about this film if this continues. But before it came out, he was still talking. And here he relates how actor-director Sidney Pollack told him that Stanley Kubrick had a script for him.
I guess we were out to dinner or out to lunch or something. And
braggart.
He said, listen, do you mind if I give your fax number to Stanley Kubrick? And I said...
And I went all aflutter.
You know, he started getting kind of mysterious with me. I said, Sidney, why? What, are you kidding me? And he said, no. You know, I think he wants to discuss a movie with you. And I said, what? You think? Do you know what it's about? Well, you know, the million questions, and Sidney was being a little evasive. He said, look, can I give him the thing and you...
this is such a boring story. Just end it already. He does not know how to tell his story. What is it, Bobby De Niro is on the phone?
Yeah.
Yes, Bobby.
Kept his eyes wide shut. Should have kept his mouth wide shut, too. Don't even bother. Don't waste your time, Howard. Movie's no good, you hear me?
Really?
Yeah, horrible. Horrible. I got news for you. If John Kennedy, the junior kid, if he didn't see that movie before he crashed, he lived a good life.
Really? It's that bad?
He lived a full life, believe me.
You claim to be Bobby De Niro.
There's no regrets. How many times I got to prove myself to you?
Right.
No, I need you to help me with things. Hey, you'll be quiet.
I don't know what you're
talking about. Shut up. You'll be quiet. Number one, this Kennedy Sr. fella, you know, the big Kennedy, Joe Kennedy, I think he sold his soul to El Diablo over there. And the rest of his family's paying for it. You understand?
Oh.
That's what I think happened, brother.
All right, thank you, Bobby.
This Kubrick, you know what he did from the grave?
What?
He bore it.
Oh,
all right, thank you, Bobby.
You be quiet. Shut up.
Bobby De Niro. Guy claiming to be Bobby De Niro. The worst.
Dear. And here's Tom Cruise describing his anticipation once he, or just before he got to see the script for Eyes Wide Shut.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Nervous, you know, and also I didn't know if it was ever going to eventuate, if it was ever really going to happen. So there's that thing of you don't want to get your hopes up too much. You know, what's the character, you know, because I'm going to, you know, I knew I was going to make the movie anyway. But, you know, you hope that it's going to be an interesting character. You know it's going to be an interesting character. But you just, you know, he was killing.
All right.
What do you take us for, a bunch of morons?
What?
Affect he's putting on.
I don't know what that is.
Well, anyway.
It doesn't sound right.
Big Daddy and American Pie still doing pretty well at the box office as well. There was something else that opened this weekend.
My legs.
Lake Placid. Jackie's legs open?
I saw Lake Placid.
With Bridget Fonda. And here she talks about the strange circumstances that send her character to...
Oh, you're kidding. We got to listen to that? All right, I'll listen.
There's something that's eating people. And it's the beavers have all disappeared. All the wildlife is gone from this lake in Maine. And they've found a shard of what they think to be a fossil. So that's how I'm brought in, and that's how everybody...
Whatever.
Okay.
So it's a movie about crocodiles eating people.
Here's a scene from Lake Placid with Bridget and Bill Pullman and Brendan Gleeson.
I'm a little unclear as to why the museum would send somebody.
Whatever.
You got a thing against museum?
All right.
Matthew Broderick is going to be in a film.
Lake Placid was one of those movies that kind of sucked, and I was watching the whole time going, it sucks. But meanwhile, I watched the whole thing and was totally into it.
So it didn't suck that much.
I guess not. But I can't recommend it to anybody. I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's one of those movies. I don't know what to think. It's just crocodiles eating people. And it's supposed to be a spoof of all those kind of films. And I'm going, what kind of films?
I didn't know whether they were really going for it or whether it was...
I never seen a movie before where crocodiles ate people.
Yeah, but they mean, you know, those, like, Jaws, I guess everything else.
Well.
Oh, my.
Whatever. It didn't seem like no spoof.
Inspector Gadget, a kid's film, opens this Friday, starring Matthew Broderick. And here he talks about the cartoon and what intrigued him about playing Inspector Gadget.
This movie must have a lot of hype because my 6-year-old's already into seeing Inspector Gadget.
I didn't know the cartoon very well. I think I'd seen a little of it, but I'm
a little old. You know, I grew up on Speed.
What are you saying? You're too mature for cartoons, dude?
Racer and Scooby-Dooby-Doo and stuff. So
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. How about Scooby-Doo?
But then I read it. I thought it was such a crazy idea. I thought it would be fun to do, and I liked the idea of doing a kids movie. And then I met David and Jordan, and just by piece, you know, got more involved in it.
You want to do a kids movie?
Would I do a kids movie?
I said, do you want to? He said he wanted to.
No, I don't want to do that.
No.
I want to actually play a role that nobody would ever expect me to play.
No.
Like, actually, I should be Inspector Gadget. Hey, this girl says that Nicole Kidman urinates in one scene.
Oh, then you'll be there.
Is that right? Do you see her urinating?
Hi, Howard.
Hi, Anna.
Yeah, well, you know how sometimes just to be risque, they put people in movies and they're going to the bathroom like, oh, we've never seen this before.
Yeah.
So you see her doing that.
I mean, she's sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, no, it's nothing, but you do see her, like, you see her...
Do you see her vagina?
No.
Do you see any of the pubic hair?
No, but there were a couple scenes with other naked women where I couldn't believe what they showed.
All right. Do you see his penis?
No.
Do you see her breasts?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
In fact, there's this one scene, more than one scene, where she's wearing this tank top and she's, like, walking around their bedroom having an argument with him, and you can see, like, everything.
No, but do you see her boobie?
Yeah.
With no clothes on it, is what he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a scene, it's...
I mean, it flips out of the tube top?
No, it's not a tube.
I don't understand what you're saying.
No, there's more than one scene where you see her breast.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That's all I needed to know.
Still unclear.
Yeah.
You didn't ask her if she liked the movie. She seemed to know everything.
Nah, she didn't like it. Nobody likes it.
Denise Richards, remember her?
Yeah.
Starship Troopers. That's what it was called.
Yeah, there you go. You're smoking pot.
And then she was also in Wild Things. She's in a new movie that's
she's beautiful.
On Friday. It's called Drop Dead Gorgeous.
She's really gorgeous.
And here she talks about working on the new James Bond film. She's going to be a Bond girl.
I'm going to pay attention because she's good looking.
We shot it in London for the past 6 months, and it's a great script.
Fascinating.
Michael Apted's directing it, who is an amazing director.
She's so interesting.
And brings a really nice element, I think, to the film.
She's smart.
Wanting to keep my character and Sophie Marceau's character very smart.
Wow.
Which is fun for me to play instead of just being an arm on, or being on Bond's arm. We both have our own agenda. And
yeah.
And here she says Pierce Brosnan, who plays James Bond, gets nervous when he has to say the line, you know, that I'm Bond, James Bond.
I have a line where I say, it's 3 simple words. It's who are you? And I was like, sometimes those are the most difficult lines to do when it's
if you don't have a brain.
Just a couple of words. So he told me about the story. He gets nervous when he says the James Bond line. So it's kind of refreshing to know that he still gets nervous doing that.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, good. Airs.
And John Travolta's film Civil Action is just out on video. Here he explains the challenges of playing his character in the film.
Who? John Travolta? Big challenge?
I had to turn off every kind of sensitivity or instinct in my body in order to be cold, distant, and abrasive and arrogant. You know, I really had to.
Yeah, because that's so against his grain.
You know, when I'm sitting there with these families.
He flies planes all the time.
I know. I thought about him when this happened.
I guess he's careful.
He flies big jets.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been flying.
That instrument license.
Yeah, he's been flying a long time. God knows what goes on up in his plane. What else is in the news? Anything, Robin? Or?
And Liam Neeson, who, of course, is in the Star Wars movie. He has another film coming out. It's called The Haunting. It's a remake of an old movie.
I want to see that.
What attracted him to this role?
Scary movie, you know.
Got me out of the house.
Not a slasher movie, I hasten to add. And it was just thrilling to read something and get kind of chills.
He seems pretty depressed, this guy.
I know. He always sounds so sad and
You get happy.
rattled.
I feel good.
He's an actor. He's rich.
Everyone's bummed.
It's great to have a film like this now, you know.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
Get happy like me.
That's what's happening.
Thanks, Robin. Jackie Penthouse joke page is happy because his career is so bright.
Thank you.
His 4 raunchy joke videos.
Star is shining.
Yeah, you'd think he'd be sad, and Liam Neeson would be happy. But no, it's the opposite. His 4 raunchy joke videos are only $20 plus $4 U.S. shipping. Endless filth. Buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. His 3 wild Oleos. He has no voice today, by the way.
He doesn't?
2 sold-out shows in Boston.
Wow.
Thank you.
I meant to talk about that.
I hadn't heard him today.
Yeah, talk to him a little bit.
Hi, Jackie. How are you?
Hi, sweetie. No, it's better than that. Blew it out.
Well, you know,
He blew it out. When day did you perform? On Saturday? Friday and Saturday.
He gives his all to the audience.
Now, did you come home and rest afterward, or did you drink all day and fly out to that jetty?
I'm Bone. James Bone. And yes.
There's 3 wild Oleo CDs.
That's why he has no voice. He didn't rest.
Right. Also available at all Sam Goodies in the warehouse. For new jokes and filthy 3D joke man, visit jokeland.com.
Yeah,
Why not?
You can't visit Jackie now.
Baba Booey and Stuttering John will be at the 20th National Sports Collectors Convention at the Georgia World Congress Center in Atlanta this Friday night and Saturday afternoon. Yeah. Jackie had a magical weekend in Boston. He was explaining to everyone how even his new jokes worked in Boston.
Oh, really? He killed.
Oh, yeah. He's under some delusion that somebody was paying attention.
Oh, I wish we had a review of that.
Yeah. Jackie, so even your new jokes worked?
Yes. What I was telling
What's
John
a new
was
joke?
that I remembered.
Oh, that was good that you remembered.
Way to go. Way to give the crowd their money's worth. You remembered your own jokes.
Your jokes in, and I
Great
remember
sold-out shows, standing ovations, and I'm not going to make myself even more hoarse trying to convince you.
Standing ovation. You don't think they were just getting up early to leave?
They were leaving.
They're out there.
After 2 hours, they were like, please.
Did you sell junk from the stage afterwards?
No, I did not.
Why not?
I went out in the alley.
2 hours you give, huh?
No, it's about an hour and a half.
No.
Maybe 45 minutes would be enough.
It probably would be.
All right. Everybody have a good day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, and blah, blah, blah.